Need to go issue more fines.
One of the players on my team was like whining. He was like, pass it, and then the keeper like passed him the ball one time, and he like tried to dribble through the striker and lost it like in the goal box.
My personal favorite moment was when our goalkeeper rolled it into our own goal.
That's fine. That's fine. You were winning. Oh, but can I have admin?
It was during the first match. First one that I joined.
Oblet is not in the call.
Is he not hosting anymore?
He is hosting, but he is not in the call.
I'm taking Dirk Lemke off my short lists.
You don't want to hear about the goal he scored at Borussia Dortmund?
We made it very clear he's unavailable, so I
Never tell me about Borussia Dortmund ever again.
Yeah, besides, Habeas already has the clearly superior Dominic Dorsal, so why would you be interested in Lemke?
I'm also removing a bunch of these Hertha and Frankfurt guys.
Is Dorsaz still trying to kill people?
Yeah, probably. All the Frankfurt guys are still on a different short list that are just Eintracht Frankfurt players.
Okay, let's see here. We appear to have lost our last 5 games in the league.
I support this.
Did you change your tactics?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it should probably change then. Results should change.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant that you were saying, like, due to save corruption, we have to go back for the last 5 games. I misunderstood you.
No. Hello, Oblet.
Because I would support that.
Hello, Oblet.
Hello, Blit.
Everyone say hello to the host.
I'm gonna ban anybody who does that.
Aloha, Oblet.
Oblet,
Also, it is 6 o'clock.
Could I interest you in a incredible business opportunity with a very legitimate Surrey businessman?
That sounds dodgy. Inherently.
Dorking Wanderers were updating, we're promoting rather an announcement, and their announcement was buying shares in the club. You too.
Gotta say, that's a pretty clever move. Smarter than NFTs.
I'm telling you, he's playing Football Manager. Back in the day, before they were all on the fucking stock market, it used to be a game mechanic. In the days of true ancient yore, where you could press a button to go on the stock exchange, and if you played shit for the next few weeks, nobody would buy your shares.
Oh, jeez. That's a broken ankle. Fuck.
That's insanely based, Oblet.
This is like the 90s.
The 90s were extremely based.
I remember getting 30 million for going public as Hearts and being, oh my god, that's more money than anyone in the world could ever possibly spend on football.
Okay, I need to find an emergency winger because
that was like, that's 2 Alan Shearers.
How much money do you have, Cecil?
You don't want me to say it because you'll yell at me.
No, Cecil.
Okay. The answer is about 60 million.
All right.
Fuck you.
All right, Cecil. I have an offer for you. A lightly used Jed Spence for 40 million.
Oh no!
And people say I don't know how to deal. What the fuck,
Carolyn? That's not an inverted winger. That's a fullback.
I'm gonna say it. I feel like this Jed Spence fellow might not have worked out great for you.
Oh.
No.
I'll have you know he's listed as a winger. He is reasonably left-footed, very strong on his right foot.
Reasonably left-footed. By reasonable, of course, he means 9. I'd like you to know that my scouts give him a C+.
I'm not sure if people are actually like doing something, but it is past the hour now.
I mean, I assume Cecil has stuff to do.
Inverted
I don't know.
Cecil.
Sorry, yeah,
what everybody else
I'm
is.
desperately trying to find a replacement winger.
Yeah, no.
So,
I mean, I think we can cut
Cecil
Cecil a little slack because
desperately
he wasn't
trying to
here
learn about
last
the
time.
Holocaust, Tron.
No, I know all about it. I know all about that. That's that I know about.
I was just making a football reference.
I know. I just
There's one way that you can have Henrique Araujo, and that's if you give
Actually,
me
I've heard better
his
quote.
release clause up front.
Araujo. Who's
I
Araujo?
can't afford that. But I did
That's
make a
the
serious offer.
75 million.
Don't tell me that an offer of 75 million for a single human being is not considered serious.
Well, no, but it's only 50 million up front.
Only 50 million up front. What a fucking joke!
I
Right,
mean, the
lads.
rest are all
That's
clauses.
only 2 point. What? No, hang on. That's only 3.3 recurring Alan Shearers. Fucking disgraceful.
Yeah, there's been inflation.
Do we really want to recur Alan Shearer?
Also,
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if you brought him back.
Also, I think it's in euros, Oblit.
I don't care. You may have noticed I'm not in a caring mood.
Well, I was going to say that means that I believe that means that it's actually more Alan Shearers.
You have a caring mood?
I swear to God, if you people keep it this, I'm gonna fucking. I don't know. I'm gonna turn you all into Alan Shearer, and then I'm going to complain that you're not good anymore.
All right, I have to fight Gattuso.
Oh shit!
Nice.
That's my next match.
I'm sure my next game will be piss simple, dead easy, easy fixture.
Oh, you're in first.
I'm playing Frankfurt away. Also, it's 2 games.
Question: are monthly fees? Okay, nope, never mind. I understand how this works.
If you're looking for a breakdown of how much it could cost, it's all in the left-hand side box. I think I've said it before, but like monthly fee stuff comes out of your transfer budget, so bear that in mind as well.
The other thing to know about them is that the way it does the used versus unused fees, it calculates how many games they played in as a percentage of how many they could have played in, and applies that, like, if they played in 75% of the games, then it's 75% of the played fee and 25%
Oh,
of the not.
jeez. Okay, wow. That's
So
that's
basically,
a lot of money.
I mean, yeah.
And now the AI really demands big sums to loan players, don't they?
Yes.
Generally,
So closer
yes.
to the end of the window, it won't be as bad.
Yeah.
So
Cecil, get one continuing.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll continue.
So hang on. Let me think here. What position is it you're looking for?
I need a left-footed inverted winger.
As in a left-footed player to play on the right.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, let me just see if I've got anything in the pile of shortlist.
My scouts just recommended me that I sign Marco van Ginkel.
He's shine.
Yeah.
Is he available? Didn't he go to Russia already?
Didn't he just come on with a?
He is in Russia, but they were still like, "What if you signed him?
What if you poached that signing?"
Yeah.
The scouts love offering dudes who signed a week ago because they're late at getting you their reports.
Well, it's a great way of like avoiding real work. You just read the news. You're like, oh, he got signed. I'll send in a report. You know.
So Cecil, I've just posted my, journeyman, been with the club since the beginning of the save, never really fully developed. bolt-footed winger, Ritsu Doan, I'm willing to let him go for his upper valuation of 2.6 million.
I'm sending you an insane fringe alternative option. You probably shouldn't buy the player.
There's a young man by the name of Jeremy Doku.
No.
What is Cecil looking for? I wasn't here.
You know what?
Inverted left winger.
Oh fuck no! Dawn's 27.
No, inverted right winger.
Oh yeah, no, he is like a backup. He is an emergency signing, but he's also cheap.
I mean, Cecil should probably not be buying a cheap option. If he's
No,
got
if
50
Cecil
million.
can do better
I
than
thought it was
Cecil
cover
should
he
do
was
better,
after.
That fringe option is someone I'd have to retrain as a winger.
I mean, he's partly got familiarity, but yes, you would.
I mean, I could probably just buy someone.
Yeah, like I just wanted to show you this insane offer.
He's
He's very strange, isn't
he has 18 teamwork. That's
he's an odd one.
He is an odd one. I look forward to following his career.
Can't believe you just had Cecil create a parasocial relationship with a player who's on a different fucking club.
Cecil.
Yep. It's worth it. You'll wait till you see him.
Cecil.
Yes.
I am actually recommending Jeremy Doku.
It's too expensive.
Actually, also he's right-footed. Never. What am I saying?
Kevin Zohe.
Is Sofiane Diop left-footed? Oblit.
The top of my head, I don't recall, but I think he was primarily right.
All right.
Could be wrong. I mean, the other thing you can do here
Right,
is
wrong.
like just talking sort of like cover theory, as it were, is you can retrain somebody hypothetically into that role, especially if they are a backup.
That's kind of what I've. I mean, I have guys there. It's just I want a good player to play probably about half the season.
Oh, right.
Cecil, what you can do, you can go to your like DOF and ask them to suggest options, or you can go to your existing winger that you have in that position, even if he's injured, and find some more players. And that might give you
That's
selection to sort
that's smart. Thank you. Okay, I just have to do it for the transfer window closes.
You have a week.
Week is not a lot of time.
I'm sure it'll be fine, unless it isn't.
Oh shoot! Here's an interesting player. Leon Bailey.
No.
Yes. Yes. Bring
I mean,
Leon Bailey
interesting.
home.
Yes.
Bring him home.
Aston Villa legend.
He's transfer listed for 27 million.
Yeah.
Good value.
Bring him home.
How old is he at this point?
Yeah, that is a good point. He might be like 30 by now.
Honestly, I mean, it depends how much you'd be paying him, because he's at Liverpool, so he's got the comically inflated wages.
Yeah, he would cost a lot, but
yeah, it
he's
depends.
pretty good.
Are you willing to pay that much for a second option?
Well, I mean,
he's going back to his boyhood club.
If he's better than Keiki.
Oh, that's a good point.
See, if he's HGC, he's like definitely worth it. Actually even though you're not in Europe this year.
I mean, he's good.
He rates better than Keiki. You know what? Why not?
That's not a bad use of 20 odd million.
I want to be clear.
That's actually a good signing.
I want to be clear. His youth club,
It was Leverkusen, yeah.
I did actually check. I thought you were memeing. I suppose you were, but you were memeing on a basis of truth, which I wasn't.
No, I was not. I was not memeing when I was shouting, "Bring him home." Leon Bailey is a guy who plays for Aston Villa and does so inconsistently. Therefore, I have strong opinions about him and his personal history.
Damn.
Oh well, so he is at Leverkusen, but he's not actually HGC at Leverkusen.
He is not HTC at Leverkusen. He spent years at there, but he spent 2 years at Genk before then, and he was also a youth player in several other places.
He's got really good pace acceleration. I think I could make this guy work.
I think you could, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
bring him
question of
home.
how
Yeah,
like
he
squad
seems fine.
balancey stuff, which I'm not going to tell you about. But yeah,
Yeah,
like decent deal, decent player.
If you have the money to pay his wages, because the
Cecil.
wages are what worry me there.
Cecil probably does have the money.
I do because I've managed to cut a lot of more expensive people who were shit and retired instead.
Also, you
Should
have
get rid of
Because
Kamir
he's
Demirbay.
fucking playing Leverkusen.
Yep.
Also, you have you said at the top of this you had 60 million, and he's only going to cost you 27.
Oh yeah, no, I can afford this guy if what if I hope decline. I don't need a meeting.
The Deadline Day recruitment meeting wants me to sell my best striker and instead keep the 32-year-old on an expiring contract who hates me.
That checks out, yeah.
It actually gives you your recommendations. Oh, is this because you're not using the squad planner?
Yeah, it's basically just echoing the squad planner.
Oh
back
yeah,
to
it's
you. If you don't
exactly
use
that. I just
then
think
that
it's
stuff doesn't
hilarious.
work. Fucking squad planner.
This guy isn't in your depth chart that you're not like actually engaging with in any meaningful way.
I keep the depth chart in my brain.
Yeah, usually about halfway through the first or second season, I usually have the depth chart in my brain as well. That's why the alchemy takes so long. My brain is a bunch of filing cabinets. It is not a computer.
Cecil having to don VR goggles to consult his own memories.
You joke and you laugh.
No, I speculate.
Speculative fiction, speculative
Speculate in order to accumulate.
He's the last scenario in a game where you have to mind jack people. You have to mind jack yourself. To find out the truth.
Johnny Mnemonic.
I'm just going to recite my mantras. I'll do it.
Johnny Mnemonic, great film.
Now, should I sign another 10 kids, do you think?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Sight unseen. Sign more of them. Sign them in central midfield positions.
Central midfield, you say?
As a Bundesliga 2 team, I say that you should sign all of the kids so that I can either loan them if they're good, or in 3 years, sign them on freeze once you've given up on them.
Lol.
Hell yeah, brother.
Valid suggestions. Valid suggestions.
The future Hoffenheim and Hamburg players are currently being sent across Obla's desk.
I mean, I'm literally looking right now at players who would probably do a great job for you next year.
It's really amazing how almost all of Ito's lineup is lone players.
They're going to be
beautiful.
Very on loan next
Welcome to last season.
Do I dare?
Just love looking
This
at
year
it.
he's perfected it.
I love looking at it. It makes me laugh.
I think he did actually have a couple of his own players as like starter choices last year, but not this year.
Adame Traore is transfer listed for less than £10 million.
Yep.
He's got to be making like 200,000.
His mentals are so bad.
20 pace, 20 acceleration.
He's so fucking fast, though.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up signing Jorge de Frutos over him just because, like, I didn't want to see what Decision 6 looks like in the game.
I could afford
I've seen him. I've seen him play a lot, and he is he's like a tank. It's really funny. He's built like a big beefy guy, and he moves fast, and it's very confusing for everyone.
Do you think I could get Adama Traore?
Yes.
You could.
He is
You
right-footed.
could, and actually, he's and he would be.
So you'd have to play him as a traditional winger and not an inverted winger.
Yeah, but also
well, you could just play him as an inverted winger on the other side.
Wolves tend to play him as like a right winger sitting behind a single forward at the one, I think.
I don't think I could
see
do
him
that.
sort of show up on the flank a lot.
Karmic Tyrone Mings signing? Thoughts?
Honestly, I was considering Tyrone Mings for like 2 years in this game. And then he got too old.
Yeah, he's fine. He's good.
He's not that good.
That's why I didn't buy him.
Unfortunately, the data set doesn't have ball playing defender Tyrone Mings.
Well, it's official. Milan Duric is coming to Heidenheim.
Welcome back to Germany, Milan.
Milan
He'll
Duric.
never get away.
Milan Duric.
I ruined his Serie B career for a 2-Liga career. It's probably better, actually.
I'd like to. Is Messi retiring?
Probably.
Because he's okay. Because his value is listed at 8.5 million to 13 million.
Because he's old.
Well, he's also really old.
Okay, retired from international football. Retired on. What?
Value reflects the idea that, like, you know, the player's got so much left in them. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and he'll only do
Messi,
like.
No matter what, Messi's not got another 5 years left in him, so
no.
He's not got 5 years worth of cost.
Sadly, he is not willing to join.
Obla, did you watch that Germany versus Italy Legends match I posted in the other Discord?
It was so good.
I've been asleep.
Oh, you should watch it. There's literally a 68-year-old man that like tries to dribble in that one.
That
it was
owns.
okay.
Lol. Wow. Look at all these fucking financial crimes, eh?
Bayern Munich is doing some kind of evil wizardry.
Excuse me, what was that from the person who's £7 million above me in this table?
I'm not interested in what you have to say, Mr. Mega Bastard. Good day.
I think we all need to keep sight of who we really hate.
Yeah,
Bayern Munich.
I like that everybody suggested a different name for who we really hate.
Well, I just said the name of the people who hadn't hit continue.
You see, that's the people you're hating. Yeah, that checks out.
That's a good reason, honestly.
I hate
to get more under 19s coaches.
All of the town of Bochum will end up working for the football club.
Involuntarily.
The little guy just, you wake up and the little guy's just standing on your chest looking down at you. You work for Bochum now. Get your things.
I wish you could add rivalry.
Does working for Bochum turn you into a little guy?
Eventually.
Huh. Interesting.
I'm curious what commercial income includes.
It's all your bribe money and crimes.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
It's the illegal stuff that you do constantly.
I just forgot I have Johansson.
I mean, my understanding is it's like a combination of like shirt sales and like commercial facilities income and the various bungs that are being given to you by fucking.
It's hard-coded money. That's why Bayern has so much.
Well, you're not contradicting what I'm saying, so I'd appreciate if you don't talk over me to do so.
Well, the shirt sales are variable.
Yes, and not all of this is fixed.
Okay.
Because it does change as, like, if you get a new facility with different corporate facilities, this does change. A new stadium, I mean. It is tied to things that exist in the game. It's not just a hard-coded line somewhere.
Is it the only way you can upgrade a corporate facility is to build a new stadium?
Yeah, because they're a function of the stadium, and they're not something that you can upgrade through a request. So the only way they change is if a whole new stadium is built.
Oh, I didn't know that. I always
A
thought
lot
the facilities were locked
yeah.
in.
No, behind the scenes, a lot of the reason that clubs recently have built their new stadiums, etc., is actually just to have fancier corporate shit. Because that's where the real money is now.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Boxes and all that shit.
I've
No,
worked
it's
in
like convention stuff.
I worked in a few stadiums, and it
You
makes
should
sense.
see how much the fancy boxes cost. Like stupid amounts of money for twats. Not a joke.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that team reputation is also a substantial factor in commercial revenue, which is why like our mini BFL gets fuck all.
Most of it is just hard coded though, which is why Hertha has so much. It's just their money.
I think
Hertha's
it also
reputation is not that
includes
high.
like your sponsorship.
Okay, I need to
or
do a
like
negotiation.
the fucking telecoms dumping money on them specifically.
Oh, you weren't kidding. 2 million for this shitty little thing? That is a joke. 2 million for a suite at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, that's not shocking.
That's how most live sports have gone. Yeah, rarefy the top end and cream it from there.
They just charge whatever, huh? That's so stupid. It's just like that's. It
I
looks
was
like
reading
shit. It looks like an office.
the cheapest ticket for a game at Arsenal apparently is £80 now.
Yeah,
Insane
but
shit.
Filling up the whole stadium probably doesn't even add up to like one person buying the suite. I'm just saying you're not even getting that much for £2 million. Like what? This is what it looks like.
You're getting the privilege of being better than everybody else.
I mean,
Well, they already
the
have
thing
that.
to remember though
Dumbasses.
is like most of these boxes and stuff, they're not being bought by individuals, like just like rich individuals to go to all these games, right? They get bought by companies who can then say, oh yeah, this is just like a business expense,
Exactly.
so they can
They hold it
afford to
out
spend
for
all that money, and then all the rich people who are executives or whatever that the company gets to go for free.
Hence why they
And
call them
then-
corporate facilities.
They also like will use it as like background. Like if they're like doing a deal, they'll be like, "Yeah, we'll do it at our super nice or like new
or they do stuff
upgraded
for clients
luxury
or whatever.
box." And then like when it's not getting
Okay.
used, it does end up like going to like people who just work for the company who are not necessarily super high up.
See, back in my day, the honest and traditional way of doing it, right, was you knew a guy, and that guy knew a guy, and that guy was fairly confident he could get you in under the turnstiles at Motherwell. And that's what you did.
What are the
We were
corporate
grateful.
facilities like at Motherwell?
I've actually been to the corporate facilities at Motherwell. They're not great, but they're the only box I've ever been in, so
I actually have top corporate facilities.
that's honestly, I don't think it gets much better than that.
I mean, if you want to see what the actual number is, I did include it in the list of like facilities
Honestly, if you
information.
really want to know, I can check.
Yeah, you know what? Hertha only has adequate corporate facilities.
I have like the highest.
because I'm in the fucking Olympia Stadium.
You're using Nazi furniture.
1936.
Jim,
you have copper bar
Awkward,
wire.
Your corporate
awkward
facilities are
blankets over all the
16.
swastikas.
Jim's corporate facilities are a 16.
Okay, so that's not actually. It's probably state of the art. That's like.
But yeah,
the
the funny thing is, in real life, Hertha like want to move out of the Olympia Stadium because
of
fact
the
that it's
reputation.
huge is not because of that. I mean, probably doesn't help, but
It's a shit atmosphere if you have a huge stadium with not enough people to fill it. As I can assert as a someone who's been to New England Revolution games.
Tell me you've never
but
watched
also
Queen's
that
Park in the original Handon.
It's like originally an athletic stadium, so it has that whole problem of like the pitch is really far away from even the low down stands.
It's like 80% of Italian stadiums.
Yeah, if you want some fun numbers, because I have the list that I pulled pregame. Eintracht Frankfurt has 17 in corporate facilities. Schalke has 16.
Do the Italians build
Hertha
stadiums
has
like that so you
7.
can't see the bribes being exchanged?
Freiburg has 5. Hoffenheim has 13. Stuttgart has 17, Bochum has 10, and Mainz has 12.
And it's like, hey, Dorcas is one more
Oh my,
purchase
Rodrigo
to make.
Ribeiro, could you stop fucking getting a 2-week injury every 2 fucking weeks?
Hey,
I
you there?
swear to God.
Okay, he'll get a 2-week injury every 1
He's
week.
faking it. He just wants to stay indoors and play video games.
Respond or be slain.
It's not
Video
a continue.
games
I
like
just
Pro
wanted to tell
Soccer
him.
Online.
Right,
I
okay.
wanted to tell him to waste his
I'm just
money on new
generically
stadiums.
threatening him anyway.
No, because you heard his corporate facilities are 5. That means they're like there's nothing. There's nothing there. These probably looks like Motherwells.
You look into his eyes and you don't see dollars or euro signs.
But yeah, I think
I'm
we
certainly
can
not shopping at Freiburg Stadium.
we can tell what the big soulless clubs are by how high their corporate facilities are. You know,
Schalke is
This
soulless club.
sounds like a reach. Maybe like some kind of baton pass.
I thought you sold your soul so you can pay back your debt.
No,
No, that's what we sold their size for.
Yeah.
It's not my soul.
But yeah, the 2 clubs of the playable clubs, I didn't check like, fucking Bayern Munich
I'm
and
sure
shit.
Bayern has like a 20.
The 2 clubs the highest among the initially playable clubs were Eintracht and Stuttgart, both at 17.
Also, what respectable club would sell their own soul when they can sell player souls that they just buy and sell for?
So yes, like there is a part of it that's facility. There's also a part that's reputation based, and I believe there is a part which is just like some kind of hard coded amount per club. But
If
it's
you
not exclusive
consult
to
the
that.
chart of what Hertha is getting, it's like 80% hard coded. Just you get money.
Do you think they did that so it doesn't have giant swings where like clubs just
I'm
fall to
not
the
actually
bottom?
sure that that's
No,
true,
it's
but I don't really want to argue about finances.
It's not. It's hard coded because like it's reality, and like most players don't care like that one club is richer than the other. This is natural. If you're playing a single player, it doesn't matter at all. You just make more money from sales.
It extremely does not matter in single player.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got 14.8 million.
I have to do something.
Once again, the fixture list that is sent in the email is nonsensical.
Cool, my team's morale is just like melting down day by day. Like every player's just like dropping a stage every day.
Why?
What?
Someone piss at you?
Honestly, there's like very few people who've been pissed at me. It's just because we're fucking losing all of our games.
Oh.
Okay, who am I actually playing?
What day is everyone on?
Thursday.
28th of August.
All right.
Ugh, my last 2 Champions League games are against Atletico and Man City.
Okay, can my team win a game?
No.
Signs point too.
Yeah, wrong.
You know I want you to win. I'm financially invested in St. Pauli. Which now I've just looked at the table.
What do you get if Verdant gets promoted?
If Verdant gets promoted, then they will probably be able to sign Milan Rehus, who they have on loan to buy from me. But he probably won't go to them as it stands. Like he wasn't willing to do a deal right now, but
Verdant, you have to
either
make them like you.
Yeah, either that or the promotion, which is
Well,
the plan.
it's 4 games. Like, listen.
4?
Yeah, they've played 4 games, and they've lost 4 games.
Oh, yeah, it's the start of the season. Doesn't mean anything.
No one will remember this.
Food poisoning? Sus.
I'd like to announce I've had a player called up for Wales.
I had a player called up for Bosnia-Herzegovina, but it's not Milan Duric.
Same.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, I've got a Kosovo under 21.
Mine is also not Milan Duric.
Kosovo, Slovakia, Finland.
I had a player called up for Lithuania.
I got 2 players called up for the United States of America.
I got one called up for Luxembourg. Beat that.
Ooh,
I had a under 19 called up for
Malta.
Iceland.
Bosnia, North Macedonia, Turkey, Ukraine, England.
Argentina, Brazil.
Right, we've all listed countries. Well done.
Croatia under 23s.
Cyprus.
That's not better than what you said before.
Yeah, I know.
You're just
Man, I just have Kenya, Curacao, and the Czech Republic.
banned. Fun tips. If you want to sign completely stupid nationalities that aren't appropriate at all, in the sense that the players aren't good enough, have you considered scouting every player in the American amateur system?
I don't do that for every one of them.
Oh, I mean, there's like the ones with fun nationalities.
I see.
Because of the way the American system works, it generates loads of players with 2 nationalities.
Is this really the Bosnian team? This must not be for. It must be just like a test team.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just friendlies.
Apparently, one of my wife's.
No, it's for the qualifiers. That's crazy. This is who they're playing.
Welcome to Bosnia, pal.
No,
the good news is
they're not playing. They're playing like worse players than they have. This is just a terrible selection.
The players that I'd previously falsely claimed had senior Italian caps are now getting them, so I retroactively wasn't lying. It's very important.
Sad.
Found you a great Haitian signing. Quality Haitian talent.
I don't know. I see all those yellows, and I have to assume they're not that great. There's no green on that list.
He's.
Frankly, given his name, that's a shockingly low strength.
Also, Karmic, we're gonna have USA international buddies.
Yes.
Shouts out to 18-year-old Stefan Jovanov getting a senior North Macedonia call-up.
North Macedonia, born and raised.
Oh no.
Oh fuck! The Dortmund's manager's only been there for 2 months.
Yes, he's the new guy.
Huh. I'm probably gonna get creamed, aren't I?
You're about even with Dortmund, I would say.
The odds, the bookies favor me, which I don't like. I don't like it when they favor me. It's too much
Are
pressure.
you at home?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's at the Bay Arena, but I don't have a good record at home.
In the one home game you've played so far?
Oh, I mean, in the ever.
All right. Well, the good news is Mainz has 2 fullbacks out for our game.
The other good news is it doesn't seem like Cthulhu's here.
Yeah, that's also good news. Brackets for me.
I'm having a good old time. I think I got kidney stones.
IRL?
Yeah.
Shit, man, that's awful.
Go to the doctor.
He's probably been. There's not much you can do for it.
They don't like give you like a direct injection to the dick.
That's not how kidney stones work, but
They expand, they widen your urethra so you can just pee them out no problem, right?
Yeah, they basically just dig an extra canal, like they widen the canal, they dredge your dick.
Yeah.
No.
They pour hydrochloric acid down.
Dredge your dick.
Could
Jeez,
we
that
like
phrase.
not?
Sorry. That is
Sorry,
very funny, though.
that phrase came to mind and I just had to share it with the world.
Do you?
Funny though.
They ease the passage by destroying my D&Bs.
I mean, one thing that I don't think is done as common, like common treatment, but like there is like sonar that can be used to try to break up the stones.
Sorry, I was
Sonar
talking
to
to someone.
detect German submarines.
Well, no, like an ultrasound to like vibrate the stones apart so that they pass more easily.
I thought they gave
Okay,
you.
could we discuss literally anything other than detailed descriptions of the treatment of kidney stone?
I'm sorry, it's so funny.
Okay, yeah, all right, I'm done.
Good, because I'm going to mute people who keep going on about this. I don't know what it is. I haven't been listening, but I will mute the fuck out of you anyway. That's not an invitation to tell me what it was.
So my Assman was asked a question because Mainz stunned the competition by beating Arminia Bielefeld. Mainz won the league 2 years ago. Arminia Bielefeld was in the fucking relegation playoff last season.
Hope mines lose every match.
Hey.
I was previously talking to someone in your life, and now I need to talk to a player. Because I accidentally rejected an offer that they got mad at me for rejecting.
Owned. Get good, Lamau.
I just noticed that my general manager got stressed after I offered an amount of money that wasn't enough for the player.
Yeah, they react like that if you say something that pisses the player off.
Man, there's a bidding war for Datro Fofana, isn't there?
They don't understand that. I'm just going to keep saying no.
Why is the media linking me to a player who cannot move currently because he signed for Oblit? Like,
Because the
I
media
don't know. Did he sign for
told.
you last year?
Last year, you could theoretically sign him.
Okay. So I was thinking Bernal had signed for you this year, and I remembered. Oh wait, I remember him actually playing last year and being good.
Yeah.
He will
So
not
must
sell
have
you
signed
Bernal,
last
though.
year. I'm not expecting him to sell me Bernal. It's a pure media bullshit rumor. But
Not, yeah. Well, you expect correctly. You'll be shocked to learn.
I also currently have like 5 senior center backs at the club in a 2CB system. So
And that's either very good or very bad.
Depends what injuries you get this year, to be honest. I never feel fully safe with 4 CBs in that situation.
5 is my threshold of I'm comfortable going into the season with like 5 at a 2CB system.
You really only need 3 center backs.
Come on, Leon Bailey. Join my team so I can play you.
7.55. Terrible.
I loaned Ito a center back, and that center back just fractured his lower leg. So good job, Ito.
4.
Ito's just breaking everyone's players. You heard it here
Look,
first.
we all knew it. We all agreed he's doing the blue lock thing. So if they die, they died, and if they succeed, they'll become wildly powerful. I haven't watched the anime. I assume that's how it works.
Yeah, you're not that far off.
Yeah,
This guy really pisses me off. Food poisoning the day before the game. Fuck you.
Ito should be allowed to tell. Should be allowed to retire anyone who is currently anyone who, after their loan with him. He should be able to order them retired from their.
We'll make it a Jeopardy system. Every year he gets to retire one of the players he loaned.
That's the player that failed.
One non-German player.
One non-German and one German.
It doesn't. All the German players are banned from the national team.
Not the regions.
Oh, okay.
If you have a look at the youth teams, you'll see them starting to filter in.
I don't look at youth teams.
Well, fair enough.
I mean, them because
Yeah,
already got
that's what you say.
national youth team call-ups. I assume Dorsaz probably has as well.
Is that Robert Andrick? No one is trying to buy you? Oh, poor guy.
I can't believe in 2022 Germany hired Henri Thierry.
Need to look up this man because he sounds like the most French person ever to French.
There is a great, truly great French striker of the past named Thierry Henry. Yeah. Karmic is making a blue lock joke because there is a character named Henri Thierry.
Who doesn't like Jinpachi Ego gets all the credit for coming up with blue lock. Really, it's her deal. She's the one who brought in the psychopath.
Thierry Henry managed the Impact for 2 years and then went to Belgium as the assistant.
What? Yes. He was shitty about his exit, Cecil.
Oh yeah. Did they screw him? I mean, I believe it if they did it. The Saputo family are not kind. We literally have a cheese mafia running our soccer team. It's very cool.
I think officially Henri was kind of like, oh no, I just want to go back and see my family more with COVID and all that.
Very specifically, what he did was he was like, oh no, I'm going to go retire to spend more time with my family. Then immediately went and got the Belgium job.
That's pretty shitty.
I have 8 current internationals.
Oh, fucker, Marvin.
The semaffer is named Marvin.
I have 8 current internationals. Obviously, you have Andre Onana. Obviously, you have Ilash Moriba. And then you have 6 Madagascar players. Who doesn't know Revolution, Remy Vida, Melvin Adrian, Tituan Fortune, Abdurazak Ahmed, and Matthias Randiramami?
God, I really should actually just sold that guy. I feel like a dumbass.
What happened?
Oh yeah, that's right. This is
The
Canada.
club came in with an offer to buy a player, and I rejected it as like a gut instinct, and that was not the right call.
I mean, was it not the right call because it pissed the player off, or was it not the right call because you need the money?
Well, it pissed the player off, and also I don't fucking need them.
Well, in that case, just promise the player you'll sell them for whatever amount of money they think is appropriate. it's
Okay.
probably going to be more than the offer you got.
I can't believe we sold fucking Kone to Watford. Man, our team is.
This is already stuff. This is stuff that already happened, Karmic.
You are you are bemoaning having made a series of poor choices.
Possibly.
Oh, speaking of poor choices, I'm apparently going to the Chelsea Wrexham game in 2 days.
IRL?
Yeah, my dad apparently got tickets and just told me, "Hey, yeah, I have tickets. You're coming."
Is it in the States? Are you going to
Yeah,
Germany?
Wrexham's doing a U.S. tour, and Chelsea's on a summer training camp in the U.S.
I love the idea of Wrexham doing a U.S. tour. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I went to a Revs game this weekend, and they beat DC United 4-0. It's pretty good.
Has
I
my
will.
dear sweet Wayne Rooney been fired?
No, but he did.
All right.
Someone did get a screenshot of him looking very sad and confused. We did manage to ruin the evening for him.
Okay. Boo-hoo, Cecil.
Florida Cup.
Yeah, I see him, man. For once, I actually have a bunch of players I want to play. I can't. I don't have enough room. Oh, surprising. Well, wish me luck. I'm playing against Dortmund.
I wish you a very happy draw.
That's an interesting
I hope
thing to
you
say.
win, Cecil.
Thank you.
I want to send Dortmund down.
We all do.
I'm
Mainly 'cause-
competing with both of those teams, so I'd rather they minimize the points that get generated in that match.
I mean, right now we're all competing with
Off to
everything.
play Noted Plastics, Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm assuming all of the people in this large full stadium are plants.
Ooh, kickoff highlight.
Gattuso's at fucking Red Bull, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Good game, woohoo.
I keep getting him and I keep getting Red Bull and the Volkswagen Club confused.
Oh, my stand is complete.
Mixed up.
Yeah, it looked, at least from where I was coming in. Also, my assistant manager thinks that you have switched formation to a 4-4-2.
What?
I don't know either.
Shouts
I can
out.
see your formation. It's not a 4-4-2.
If you could just like do that every single match, that'll help.
Milan Duric has scored a goal in his first game. It's
Seven.
Holy
fucking
shit!
header.
Oh, sweet! Another player's fucking red injured 10 minutes into my match.
Holy shit! Philip
So
Crossdale.
Milan Duric got his head on
He's
the
good,
ball.
isn't he, Carmine? He's good at football.
Holy, like he just fucking like we got a free kick. He dribbled around fucking everybody and scored a fucking solo goal.
I still don't think I should have put a buyback clause in our deal.
Continues to be the case. Look, Luka Ambrose might have gotten away. Krostev did not.
It's true. Like, you know, in all honesty, as long as I'm making money on being your like import manager, it's fine with me.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, look, the system works.
Oh wait, this is hilarious. I have a goal from Duric and I'm still at less than a quarter of an XG.
0 highlights.
This
Good
is why
game.
you
Working
bring
fine with
in
me. Oh no.
They are just tearing apart Pradiki. He's.
Oh, it's not a good sign that my goalkeeper has the highest rating on my team 40 minutes in.
Oh.
I think he's off. No.
Yeah, I think he might be
100%
off.
sure, though.
But still, just
Oh,
that
yeah.
volley was fucking
Oh.
Yeah, that was
clean.
terrifying. Maybe don't do that again, please. Or if you
Folks.
oh Christ, that's tight.
Oh, that is he's
Lorenzo
onside. That should be
Luca.
No, he's
onside.
not. Red line is
Lor-
the.
It turns out this Cabius, Lorenzo Luca went to our heading dissertation this afternoon.
Union Berlin striker scored a goal and then he two-footed somebody like 10 minutes after.
Rigged.
And they just gave him an incredibly weak penalty.
That was
course
clearly
they
I
did.
offside,
love
but
to
still
two-foot
rigged.
someone in celebration of scoring a goal. Also, Lorenzo Luca now has a brace of headers.
Oh, pity.
Man, I love signing 6'7" strikers.
These highlights keep happening, and it's like I don't dare to encourage my lads on the off chance that we're the ones who scored.
I know what you mean.
Quickly encourage now.
I'm going to have to check after this game, but it feels like I've given up more penalties than the rest of the league combined somehow. Like, it's insane.
Oh, come on, Beta.
Second goal, also cool. Folks, Wolfsburg might be bad.
They're really a weird package in this. I don't know why. They've got some incredible players.
Ben Diaz.
Oh no.
That was a
Jonas
fucking scrum.
Wind.
That was ridiculous. Penalty my arse.
I'm probably gonna miss it.
Big club privilege. I'll say it. Obvious hacks.
Oh wait, Arda he might make it. Yeah, Arda's decent at it.
I can't believe that the mega bastards have purchased the decision yet again.
I have been a man up since the 7th minute, and the score is now 1-1 after a worldie by Cordia on Gladbach. It was very painful, and I told the boys at halftime they may be a man down, but don't lose your attention. Guess what they did?
Jesus, fine.
They conceded a worldie.
And
Got
Milan Duric just came off with an injury.
My first shot on target 54 minutes into the match after having a penalty.
Did they miss the penalty entirely?
Yes, Zakarian managed to hit the post.
Love to hit the post.
Well, I'm out shooting my opponent 15-2, and it's 0-0 60 minutes in. So.
I'm sorry, Rogue. I stole all the goals today. They've all been really good ones, though.
Also had like 8 highlights that's almost a goal. Okay, we just conceded the worst fucking goal I've ever fucking seen.
Fuck it, away win against Paderborn. I'll take it today.
Yeah, that is away win against Paderborn is a good shout in the 2 Liga. Shouts out Elbracht your goal over Gattuso.
So there were like 4 goals in the first half.
Elash Moriba and Benjamin Sheshko saved my blushes. 93rd minute goal.
So I'm losing a game I'm getting FM'd in where one of my best starters got injured 10 minutes into the fucking game.
And I scored a goal, and then they scored a goal 10 minutes later.
We'll make some subs.
Yeah, I think I'll do that also.
Yes. Good old corner goal always come through whenever they actually happen.
Corner goal works every time.
And there's no highlights the rest of the fucking game.
Man, that is an insane goal.
Oh god, Billy Gobble scored.
All right, everyone, I have to go. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
I didn't mean to break his leg. It wasn't my fault.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, Stanisic. I have 2 players on a hat trick. Please, pass to one of them. Don't take the shot.
Very happy to see that Bochum beat Leipzig.
It was close, so got a lucky corner.
Yeah, I see that 86-minute goal.
My happiness in the locker room, my locker room atmosphere tanked pretty bad. But now I'm gonna get it back because we have a win.
Stev and Lorenzo Luca both going for the hat trick goal, both being denied, though maybe they should have gotten a penalty.
Nice 3-2 game. Good job, St. Paul.
I thought his name was Bonesaw for a second.
Bornau. It's Belgian, isn't it?
It means bonesaw in Belgian.
Cool. I subbed out the worst 2 performing players, and their subs are doing worse.
God, that's
That sucks, but sometimes it just means that the player that they're defending or around is just having a hell of a game on the other side.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's the fault of the player, but if the sub ends up doing worse, that means it ain't the player's fault. It's the fault. It means that the other person's going crazy.
I feel like fucking Fergie.
Yeah, that seems about right.
I'm so happy that I had my late winner. That's the type of win that feels like you weren't firing on all cylinders and you still got the win anyways. Could be a really good season.
Yeah, something I've noticed with Shaldrip, when I try to play him up top, he just doesn't do well. He has to come off the wing, I think.
Beautiful Polino. I knew I kept him around after all these years for a reason.
I will say with Sheldrup, he really does look like somebody that could just get absolutely fucking bullied by center backs.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. When I try to put him up top, he just gets marked out. He's not strong enough to be up there.
Holy shit, dude.
Is that a good thing, Jim? Or was that a bad holy shit?
It's pretty good.
Was that the door goal, or is there another one coming?
The second door goal.
Oh hell yeah! A second door has hit the Union Berlin.
It's over.
Fucking choke artists.
Fucking last minute of the game, ADME scores the game winner.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, it's all going bad for Union Berlin. It's all going wrong. They are a man down, but I scored a free kick. That barely happened.
GG, Oblet.
I mean, at very least, I only conceded 2. That's progress.
I want to say the first half you were doing pretty decently.
Well, little was happening.
Bro?
Which is kind of what you hope for when you play Frankfurt away, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, once you scored, I kind of had to do something about it. And it did not work out.
That was an intense game. I was sweating bullets. ADME is too good. Someone needs to hurt him.
I want to fucking kill someone.
Oh, hey, did Rutter score against Leverkusen? Wow, he's good at football, that Jorginho Rutter, isn't he?
Yeah, good job. Good job selling Jorginho Rutter too.
Oh wow,
Fuck.
Rogue actually left the game. I thought he just
no.
left the call.
Oh no. Wait, why did he leave?
Rogue quit.
I think he was frustrated with
He was
his
mad,
game.
I think.
Yeah, he got FM'd, it's true.
I just assumed that he left the call like he sometimes does, but
Yeah, left the call to get to be mad without having to.
yeah, but like he actually left the game as well. It looks like.
Yeah, he's right.
I'll be honest. Sometimes I play, FM and 2 bad games, and I'm just done for the night. Just nope. Go do something else. Don't let myself get madder.
Also,
Yeah, Stuttgart's off to a
Slim,
rough start.
Slim, what the fuck is happening?
They just keep scoring now. I don't understand. I subbed off, I guess, everyone that was like doing shit. Like everyone who came on is just like, yeah, this is easy. They're time wasting. They're futilely time wasting.
It's time to hold a team meeting about, the fact that you apparently have decided to stop being a fucking football team.
What do they start doing?
Have you done this already?
We have lost 5 times in a row. I have not done this yet.
Continue.
I have not had the option to do this.
Oh
That's the crazy thing, because I'll lose like 2 games, 3 games, and I'll be able to have the squad meeting. Hey, it's not going great, but let's do better next time, and the morale fixes itself.
Yeah. Although you don't want to blow it on like a really tough team, like if it's like Bayern. You're just gonna lose probably. Bayern away, it's gonna be frustrating.
Well, honestly, nobody in the Bundesliga 2 should be that good. I mean, Köln is pretty damn strong, and I think they're paying like 15K a week more in wages than anybody, or a ton more in wages than anybody else in the league. But
yeah, Köln should be fantastic.
It would be Köln that you don't want to touch. I don't know where they are on the table though.
I don't know that they started well. Because they're having
everyone's
were happy.
Vern, you gotta continue.
Yeah, they lost like their first 3 games. Or
Why don't I have a suitable reason to hold a
Because
union?
you haven't had the tick yet.
Yeah, you need to pass the day.
Like, you can't respond to a thing that isn't officially over.
Yeah, we gotta resync the timelines here.
That's basically it, yeah.
Essentially, your manager is still walking in the tunnel to the locker room.
You're still in the dressing room. You haven't let the team out. You haven't let yourself out.
You're on your personal bus. The team are on the other bus.
I like the idea of us having personal buses back to our just full-size buses, metro buses back to our clubhouse. Only person
why
on is the
not?
head coach.
It's in my contract.
I mean, like, yeah, no, now I want it.
Hell, pay for it yourself. You know, like if you pay for it yourself, who's gonna say no?
No one will. Yeah.
Okay, this is hilarious. Milan Duric went out injured last game. He's out for 1 to 2 games. My striker, who played the entire game and at no point looked injured, is now out for 10 to 13 days. What the fuck?
He played through it, which was actually worse.
Yeah, he didn't signal.
He just admitted after the game, yeah, I got hurt like halfway through. You should have pulled me, but I never told anybody, so sorry.
That's like a 1,000,000,000% thing. That's the thing I've done.
It is an aggressively 21-year-old in the Bundesliga 2 thing to do, but I'm still mad about it.
Oh yeah, no, you should be mad about it. That's like a hiring a new physio and telling that physio specifically to not listen to whatever they say.
Oh, my next match is with Frankfurt.
Also, hello, Oblit. Philip Krostov update.
Hello.
Man of the match.
I can't believe this. Shocking news, etc.
Or being friendly with the Holy Cross Crusaders.
Yeah, you can do that. That's a little bit.
And now it's 2 weeks for the Bundesliga 2 to get another game. Woo.
Well, you're our striker. We'll be back in time. I also have 2 weeks. I think because we're about to have an international break.
Yeah, we all have it.
Break. It's international break. There's no Bundesliga proper game that's gonna cause
Bundesliga 2 respects the international break.
It is deadline day.
Oh wait,
as well.
that's actually great because that means Willemsen will be back before the next game.
I'm gonna try and get one transfer in under the line.
Honestly, for the match to get like a 1 to 2 week injury, it would be the one that just passed.
Wonder how many of my 6 Madagascaran internationals will come back injured.
All of them.
That'll be a shame. That'll be an injury to my 2s.
Good.
Can't believe that Oblit is very specifically racist against Malagasy people.
No, just against you.
Why are you taking it out on the people of Madagascar?
You brought them into my firing line.
Cool.
You're responsible.
Well, hey, they've chosen their camp.
I mean, if you were offered a job, even if it was with the 2s of a Champions League club, I'm pretty sure you'd take it.
Union Berlin manager Stefan Baumgart refused to criticize a referee.
What a weak manager.
Exactly.
Refused to comment on Bochum's system of whining and dining referees. For no real reason, not related to the game.
Marlon Mustafa scored a goal and then two-footed a guy 10 minutes later. They kept the lead for about 60 minutes after that, and then they scored like 6 goals on them.
That's like
I don't know.
well, okay, that sounds to me like they played their hearts out after their goal scorer fucking randomly two-footed somebody, and then they just ran out of steam.
They just ran out of steam.
Completely gassed. Yeah, that might have been it.
Because once you're gassed and down 2 men, you're fucked.
They only got 1.
Sorry, down 1.
Down 2 is like, has it happened to anybody? Not IRL, in game. Like 2 reds.
I think I've had like a red and an injury that I couldn't sub.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've
I
had
have
or 2 reds.
not in the game. I have had
It's amazing this game has no music.
Whatever music, you would go insane though, Cecil, because you'd hear it all.
Yeah,
all
that's
over.
true.
Yeah, and you would hear it
So
for thousands of hours.
Let me
There
just
was
link you
one
the
of
kind of
them
stuff
that
that they
had-
used to play.
Literally, there was one of them not too long ago that had music, and it was fucking horrible.
It's a good point, especially given the fact that I put a bunch of hours into Terra Invicta lately, and the music is already.
Yeah, imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I don't play with the music on. I know what the music sounds like. I play with my own music.
I've
videos or some shit.
I've never played I've never I regularly don't play video games with their normal
Cecil, this is what we used to listen to back in the day. Treat yourself a touch of that.
Oh yeah, I didn't put my lo-fi beats on for my background music, and now I really don't want to.
Oh, nice! This sounds great. I love this.
That when I discovered
Always.
that on YouTube, all I can say is there was like a visceral response.
Yeah, you had a gut moment.
The amount of hours I spent listening to that on a loop.
nobody wants to go to fucking Norwich.
Oh my god,
You
they
know what
have
this
a
sounds
can,
like?
too.
This sounds like the music on a sitcom when like a cheap British sitcom where they go to like a club or something, and this is playing in the background. That's what this is.
Oh, wait for it to drop, Pam. Wait till it drops.
Ooh.
This is just the preamble. Every so often I do just start listening to it when I'm doing like.
I mean, I could imagine driving recklessly to this.
Apparently, I've concluded 17 deals in this window.
I've only concluded 12.
You-
With all my
What?
bad
It's little
players, I
bitch.
know
I
it's bad.
concluded 7, and that's kind of a lot.
Fucking amateurs.
Wouldn't be too bad if it had better samples.
The window's not over, and I
Maybe
may
you're
get
questioning Aliyah on his ability.
I may get Sabitzer yet.
I'm so excited to stop getting spammed with really bad transfer offers.
Oh, Kasunu's been given the call up. I'm trying to get a guy called Sabitzer. Do you know Sabitzer?
Wait, Kasuna got called up by France?
No, Cote d'Ivoire.
Oh, Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah, I'm done.
Yep. Okay, so
why did so
financial
much-
update. I'm 23 million in the red somehow? Question mark?
23 billion.
23 million.
Okay, it's not Chelsea, right?
You're suddenly in the red?
Well, I was in the black around the start of the year.
Wow,
Now it's the end
you
of the
made a
transfer
bunch
window and I have no money.
You made a bunch of deals. Interesting. Crazy how that
I balanced that out. I've still got 25 million left in my transfer budget. Like I think I'm about 100 in, 100 out.
Oh, does your board want you to qualify for Champions League or something?
I need to double check, but I think it's the Europa League one.
Yeah, even my board doesn't want me to qualify for the Champions League, but we have it with Europe.
Possibly even the conference, to be honest. I'm not sure. I will need to check. Also, I'm going to need to register a fucking squad. Oh shit!
Lamau.
How does that? Oh god, I forgot what Europe.
Oh, is this your first season in Europe?
Yes.
Oh, Blake, you're gonna have a lot of players who are very mad at you for this.
I don't know. Most of mine are like under 20, so
Yeah, I mean,
remember
also,
to decline or be killed.
No matter what you do,
Oh, hey,
a lot
when
of people are going to be
being
mad that you
televised.
didn't register them.
apparently I'm going to sign Ansu Fati, Gavi, and Harvey Elliott.
What's there? There's nothing to decline. What are you talking about?
So, Leon Bailey has still not answered has not decided.
It's you. I mean, you got it in the week before.
You will get an answer because
you will get an answer because
they are aware that the window exists.
And also, he should give you an answer before. Like, he should give you an answer with enough time to fax the paperwork on the.
Like the only reason
correct
it would
day.
happen too late, as far as I understand it, is if you initiate it too late. So you
Ah.
should be totally fine.
Okay.
Ansu Fati going to Frankfurt? Frankfurt making a move for Gavi?
These all sound like lies.
That's the rumors. Frankfurt to make move for Yusufa Makoko? These are all those are all the headlines, and that isn't even all of them. There was one before that I missed. However, Hurley is
Victor
apparently
Osman.
getting Harvey Elliott. Yeah, Victor Osman.
Apparently, I'm rumored to be bringing in Leonardo Campo from Leipzig, which is interesting and wrong.
Oh, by the way, I have an important question for you, and this is going to define how I see you. How many Brazilians do you have in your full team?
None.
A couple.
4.
Well, Karmic's banned.
I have 3.
I have 7, motherfuckers.
One of mine is on loan.
I have one in my
0, but
In
I
your-
also.
I'm counting the ones on loan and in your extra teams. Everybody at the club.
Hold on.
I got
0, but literally like 2 weeks ago, I was able to get my club to actually accept worldwide scouting instead of just Europe.
All right.
In that case,
What's
5.
Brazil? I do have an Argentinian though.
I have no. I
You
have.
can't just substitute that in for a Brazilian name.
I have.
I have 2 Brazilians in my first squad who are actually one of my better players.
I have no players from outside of Europe and the island next to Europe that is not part of Europe.
I would like to point out that I had more Brazilians, but Polino is now German and not Brazilian.
But he's still Brazilian.
Well, it just the first nationality shows up as Germany.
Okay, but so
Someone
here's a
from
question
the
for you: How
island
many
points down.
people's
German,
Democratic,
Brazilian.
how many People's Democratic Republic of Korea nationals do you have?
Oh, this is one of those.
That's
trap
not
things.
fair. That's not fair. That's cheating.
I mean, I got one.
How many Israeli internationals do you have?
Oh, I had one, but I sold them.
But the real question is, how many Kosovans do you have?
I had one, but I sold them.
How many Welsh do you have?
0. Don't need those.
How many
From the-
Australians
From the,
do
from
you
the
have?
self-styled Wrexham guy. Nay Welsh.
This music is an
How many
absolute gem.
Lithuanian internationals do you have?
None.
I have a Scottish guy. Does that count?
Who is purchasing players right now? Is anyone purchasing players?
Not me.
Oakland, around 6
Elbrack
minutes.
Elbrack and
Around 6 minutes, this becomes like crazy cyberpunk hacker music, and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, one more question. How many 16-year-old Chinese full internationals who have scored twice as many goals as they have caps does everyone have?
I actually have
15
on my short list.
I just stole one of the Chinese teams and they're living with me now.
I've received deadline day offers.
Of course. Why would you not receive deadline day offers?
Murder wants a player. Oh, this is crap.
Dortmund going in for Bill Hope.
Oh, this is really funny.
Dominic Dorsaz picked up tries first time traits, or tries first time shots.
Tries first time traits.
He's also got places shots.
How does he do it first time? What's he do it second time?
Well, he doesn't need 2 times because he just scores. He's 18, he has finishing 16.
Oh, it's a bunch of players I'd forgotten about.
You don't need to register youth in the Bundesliga, right?
Yes, you do.
Is it these? Okay, well.
You have 99 spots, so you shouldn't have to worry about, like, running out.
Yeah, I literally just filter it so it's got my second and under 19s in, and then I click the registration bit to sort by that, so I can see very quickly if anybody is actually not registered.
Oh, that's clever, yeah.
So yeah, like, you can't register anybody who's under 16, because they just literally cannot be registered. You won't be able to register them until they're 16 in the registration window. But what you want to register everybody just on the off chance that you need them and can't play them. You know, that's all. I had a slight issue with it in year 2 when I had an injury crisis and I actually hadn't put a couple of my youth players into the team, so I couldn't play them until January. Honestly, squad registration is some bullshit, and I wish they just made it so that I didn't have to do any of that, and it just registered all the players at the club to fucking play in the league or something. I don't know. I don't want to think about it. It's Germany. I'm here specifically so I don't have to think about too much procedural bullshit.
Forget it, Jake. It's Germany.
Forget Germany, it's Jake.
Love to go to Germany to escape procedural bullshit. Yeah.
We're supposed to be like swimming in that. We're fish in the sea of fucking bureaucracy.
Liverpool on beta.
Long. Owned.
I mean, they'll probably give you fucking 200 million for him, even though he sucks.
No, they only offered 57.
It was a beta offer.
The way more than he worth.
Only 57 million. It's so hard.
I don't want to sell beta. My prize jewel.
Parasocial relationship alert.
It's so parasocial, you
Fergie
guys.
would never.
Wow.
I didn't even make the top 5 highest spending club.
Look at these fucking crimes.
We aren't the highest spending league.
Yeah, there are teams like me who are real grassroots football.
So think of how much each Premier League team must have spent if their
For
highest
context,
spender was Tottenham.
Frankfurt and Berlin, between them, spent about a third of the money spent in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they're real mega bastards.
They're indistinguishable from them and all the other mega bastards.
They are
coincidentally aren't
truly,
on this list.
Hertha Berlin is indistinguishable from PSG. It's the same club.
Ouch. So
That's
Frankfurt spent more than all of the Spanish top division.
Actually, real talk,
312
does
to
anybody
300.
have any more transfers to do? Because I'm taking pictures of like the window summary.
I might have
I
one,
have
but I don't
one.
think it's gonna happen.
Oh, all right. I'll wait till
It's a relatively minor one.
The Bundesliga 2 spending is pretty interesting because I actually led it with net $2.7 million spent. The league as a whole was negative 35 million because Colm sold $40 million in players by themselves.
I'm holding my breath.
Last year I spent 2 years ago now, I spent like 30 million to escape the 2 Liga.
I think the best part of all this is, in the end, Hertha remains in Frankfurt's shadow.
Ooh, is Jim making a deal?
I don't know. I think I'll actually just wait for the January window. People are trying to bend me over the table.
I'm gonna listen to this song again, this soundtrack music again. It's a jam. I love it.
I'll take a fucking nap.
Go take a nap.
I don't really understand how this has happened, but the fucking deadline day overlay turned on last tick.
Yeah, I turned yellow and black, right?
Oh, that mean you too?
Yeah,
It-
for
yeah,
for
it
a
was
couple
really weird.
seconds.
Ah, Man United got the guy I wanted. Just Marcel Sabitzer, but you know.
There's a football manager on the C64. God damn.
That's pedigree.
Collapse bid.
Yes! Bailey set the sign for Leverkusen.
Congrats.
I'm gonna regret this.
Bailey, bring him home.
He's coming home.
Also, I scored the 4th most goals and have conceded the fewest yellow cards in this extremely valid sample size of 3 games.
It's funny, the Premier League is still kind of the final boss. Because if they come after any of your players, they always want to go because it's a bigger league. Even
And
if
they
you have
can
the bigger
offer, like,
teams.
even the smaller, like even like the lower mid-table teams there can easily give out like $150,000 a week.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was wrong. I haven't given up more penalties than the rest of the league combined. I've only given up 1/3 of the total penalties in the Bundesliga 2.
It's important to be specific.
There are less than 12 hours in the transfer window.
Yeah, there's 6 hours.
Oh, right, for us because it ends at like 1800.
Yes, but then you'll get offers like the next day.
Yep. Zach Steffen is going to Sheffield United.
You just make Adiemi offer.
I got $200,000 for Zach Steffen because he I have a solidarity contribution.
Oh. I occasionally see a player go to like the fucking Bosnian league, and I get $700 for it. I'm like, yes, business.
You love to receive it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have signed a Liechtensteiner.
All right, I think it's good that Zanny didn't come play because Union Berlin just wasted $1 million on. I don't think he will be a good player. He's an
Well,
18-year-old
then it's a
waste
bad
man.
thing because Annie is apparently going to be here on Thursday, so
Oh, well.
now she's
all
stuck
right.
with the shitty player.
Have fun with Murray Cunningham, Zanny.
Lamau.
Who I signed explicitly to pawn.
Love that type of player. Have you also been signing English players in the hope that they will be overinflated, Jim?
Well, I mean, he had good potential, but I
I
guess
mean,
he
I
really
picked up a
is
bunch of like
just
Chelsea rejects a couple of years back.
No, this is a Birmingham reject.
Mark gone to Benfica. We're free.
Countdown 5 hours left, Karmic.
We're free of Marcus Thuram.
Borussia Dortmund keep going after Bellio, and I would accept their offer, except they make it non-negotiable, and they offer me Thomas Meunier in it, and I don't fucking want him.
Actually, sorry, Dortmund are going after the guy that they just
he
sold
might be good.
to you?
He might be good for them. You know.
What? Why
They're an
would they?
up-and-coming club. They could use a young talent like Bellington.
Are you? I'm just trying to
no,
figure out if
Belho, not Bellio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't tell because who just mispronounces every name. So
That's
Yeah,
a fucked up thing
Belho.
to say to Oho, to be honest.
Let's see what you did there, Oblast.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you. I thought it was
real-
fairly obvious.
That's
There's
a real
someone
mean
here
thing to
that
say to
does
8-bit.
call him Ohu. There's multiple people do call him Ohu.
I mean,
Yeah, there are.
People in this channel call each other all sorts of fucking words, which are barely related to who they actually are. So, you know.
Who was it that called someone else a mollusk?
no, stop. I need to.
Thing Slim said.
I think
Oh.
Slim called someone a mollusk, right?
That's a thing Slim likes to call people.
I called Crimea a mollusk.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I remember that fondly.
It was a good moment.
Yeah, it was
he
very
seemed
funny.
to be offended, which I don't understand.
Did he retreat into his shell?
Essentially, yeah, exactly. Murray Cunningham has 8 acceleration and 9 pace. He is 18, but like, is that gonna get any better?
Honestly, I look at that so much more harshly now that I know you can't actually train quickness.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of. I mean, it depends what role he's playing, of course, but
He's like a
I have
midfielder type, but
I have a
like,
guy with like 9 acceleration, 10 pace, and I'm thinking it's fine because he's not supposed to be fast. You know, he's a big standy there guy.
But Murray Cunningham is like a playmaker, like an immobile playmaker type.
Like an Ungonch.
Yeah, for the 2 Liga, he's just a midfielder. Like a pretty decent midfielder, I guess. He's just a slow guy, passes pretty well, decent.
I mean, players like that, yeah. I mean, if you tell them to hold position, you know, and then you can play them sort of ungonchily.
Who joined? Let's get her. We'll get her.
I love the synth that sounds like a lawnmower or a weed whacker. It's really great.
I'm just gonna play it, aren't I?
See, so your delayed reactions to the.
Oh no, I've listened to it a second time.
It's 9 minutes of.
I'm re-listening to it.
I like the idea that Cecil is now playing it on loop. And is driving himself even further insane.
It's 1997. The best signing you can make at this year is either Paul Gascoigne or a young lad known as Ian Wright, who might be okay. If you can't afford that, you can still just about sign 35-year-old Chris Waddle.
I want you to know, I almost 100% have absolutely no memories of the year 1995.
Oh, I know.
I have memories of that.
I actually have this.
That year,
I have this game as a ROM. I just can't figure out how to run it on this version of Windows. But I did steal it.
Oh wait, would you need to like? Would you need DOSBox?
Not in 97.
No, it's not a DOS job. It's like this is like one of the we don't need to use DOS anymore generation of video.
You might benefit from emulating an early version of Windows, but that's a lot of work.
Well, I mean,
it's not a lot of
98 that this would have run on.
Yeah, so emulate 2000. It has full backwards compatibility, but is much more stable, I think.
I'll consider that because everything worked fine except like there was a colors thing. It's kind of like it was like inverted like a photograph.
It's not 3D, is it? Or is it just sprites?
It's just sprites.
Okay, yeah.
There is a match engine and there is a match pitch, and I forget what happens on it because it's been so long, and you'll be shocked to hear there isn't much footage of this on YouTube.
Yeah, I've done virtual machines for Windows 2000. It's pretty easy to set up.
I think back then you still had like the little circles.
Well, I mean, I think this predates the circles because this isn't technically the predecessor of Football Manager that we're playing now. This is like from before Football Manager.
Yeah, this was still Championship Manager.
No, this is Premier Manager.
Oh Jesus, that's
which is an off-budget cut that has nothing to do with the official line of Championship Manager, which is like 4 years later. I don't know.
I've received deadline day offers.
Well, I guess I'll try and buy Datro Fofana with the leftover money. I'm not kidding.
I will kill you.
I wouldn't. I respect
you. You can do it if you actually want him, but
I
will
respect
be
you too much.
mad and kill you.
No, you're already mad enough. I don't want to make our relationship even more strained.
My board has given me a fit scout. I'm going to try to find like somebody who knows South America.
So I have one of real snipers.
Oh, you got a real one? That's disgusting. That's fucking vile.
So
you
might
actually...
work. Would you give me 50K? Oh, they immediately canceled it.
Oh, look, if you want to play the Sega version, I got a link for you.
The Sega, as in for the Mega Drive?
I think it just says
yes.
Sega.
In North America, the Mega Drive is what we call the Genesis, so yes.
You can play it in your
wait,
browser.
No, there are other...
Oh, wait.
No, we called it Mega Drive over here as well, Cecil. It's a brand name. But anyway, like we can pick this up at a future point because I might well play this. Like for the point in the LP where I just fucking lose my mind, and we can just cut to Premier Manager '97.
I want to know something
born in
funny.
'97.
I had this player, Nicolo Ravella, last season get sad that he wanted a new contract. So I made him a promise saying, we'll deal with it at the end of the year. He's like, all right. So he gets to the end of the year, and I tell him, I'm not going to give you a contract. Fuck off. And he's like, you're right, boss. What was I thinking? Now it's this season, and he's once again sad. And I told him, hey, just wait till the end of the year. We'll talk about it.
You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting.
Uhu, are you broadcasting from inside a gym where people are playing like basketball? Because all I hear is sneaker squeaks.
Oh, I thought that might be I am in fact watching basketball.
Yeah.
Who is literally always watching sport on the other screen.
So insane.
The fucking Charlie Brownian fucking arc that you have created. Uhu.
It's great.
All he does is take the ball away from us.
He won't do it this time though.
Why is Bailey? Oh, Bailey's not here yet. That's why he's unillegible.
Unillegible.
Ineligible. I'm sorry. Look, my brain. I know it's just 5 a.m.
Fun fact about this Premier Manager 1987. It enforced playing LLM mode. At the start of the game, you had to start jobless, and you would get offers from the bottom, like the Division 2 at the time.
That owns.
You had to start from the bottom. You could jump around, and once you'd like done well, you could just start at Arsenal or whatever. But you had to earn it.
Llama. Okay.
It was a purists game.
I like that.
Ask me about Northampton Town.
Oh hell yeah! Successfully loaned my Liechtensteiner.
It also had hot seat multiplayer.
Hot seat.
This is not a term.
This have hot seat?
Actually, FM still does have hot seat. Yeah.
Well, it's nothing special then.
I'm just saying. You know, back in the day, you brought your mates round to manage some football.
You would
email
all like your save games, taking up most of your inboxes. You know.
Oh no, Jim. This is before you could send emails that big. No, you had to come round to somebody's house where they had the game.
Oh yeah,
but that's not hot seat.
Yes,
That's why they call it hot seat, because you're sitting down in their seat when they're done with their turn.
That is literally
hot
hot.
Seat literally means everybody's sitting at one computer.
Oh
my god! What are they teaching you?
Then what do you? That's not. You can do that for any game. It's like any game you have is hot seat.
That's why the genre developed, because people are like, oh, people are doing this. Let's make it easier for them and call it that.
Yeah, somewhat like
let's be able to remotely.
Hot seat was the first way you played multiplayer games because it happened before the internet, mate.
So Jim,
but it's not multiplayer.
Yes, it is. It's you, me, and some other guy are all hanging out in one house, Jim.
Yeah, but how do you play Premier Manager multiplayer? You can't sit in the same chair.
You stand up and sit in another chair when your turn's done.
Like the fact that Cecil is the one having to explain this to you, to tell you everything you need to fucking know. Like
so you have to set up the team separately.
I gotta say, rare.
Like I would do my turn. I would get up. You would sit down. You would do your bit. Somebody else would sit down. They would do their bit, and then we would hit continue.
Oh, okay.
And then
or the metaphorical equivalent.
So the matches, would you have a lot of involvement in the matches?
I love that it's taken this much effort to explain this to you.
I mean,
I've never felt older.
You're talking about it as if it's like a feature, when it's just like
it was a feature.
No,
it was groundbreaking.
No,
it was 1995. It was a huge fucking deal.
No, it's the quality of like the game itself. Like
any game couldn't do that. Any game could not do that.
That was new. It was a new concept.
No,
Jesus
you're
Christ.
talking about switching seats in someone's house.
No, the idea is the multiplayer
clearly
element. Having a
fixated on the
game,
wrong part of this
having a
explanation.
game that can handle multiplayer.
You still have to code
switching
multiple
was new.
accounts.
It
Shit,
was
a
a new
little-
idea in '95. What was it? '95? This was
Quality.
new.
Yeah, that's around the time I recall Civilization coming out. That's what
Civilization,
Civilization
fucking
did it too, yeah.
Heroes of Might and Magic. These were groundbreaking ideas. Hey, look, 2 or 3 of you can play together, and no one had the internet. So hey, hot seat it is. This was great.
I'm wondering if Slim knows what that save symbol is when you go to save a document.
No, I'm not ready for this conversation.
They trained us to use floppy disks.
The government
They didn't
Oh,
train
okay.
fucking me.
What?
Trained you to use floppy
Fucking
disks.
computers don't come with them anymore.
How old is Slim?
I'm older than Karma.
Like 6?
Karmika's like younger than
Judging from this conversation?
How old are you?
Hey Jim, do you know what a modem was?
a modem.
Now we still have modems.
We have to use them. What are you talking about?
We don't have like the over the telephone line modems.
You don't have fucking.
oh,
There's no 5G network, especially not. In
I need to
Canada.
know how old
mad,
Slim thinks I am, because
You're like 27, all right?
Oh hell yeah! I'm so
Yeah.
glad that is the impression that you get.
I was thought maybe 25. You got a young voice.
You're like 28. Are you in your 30s, Carmen? Because I thought you were younger than me.
Carmen's 18.
In my
We're not
30s.
primitive.
Oh, you are? Okay, then I'm younger than Carmen. I don't know. For some reason, someone told me that like you were, or you said that you were like 28 or something.
Yeah, but
I
he
was
said
like,
that
oh.
several years ago.
No, no.
You need to update your goons.xls, buddy.
I remember 24.
I will
baud
say
modem.
consistently, I've found that goons are either substantially older, like 5-6 years older than I think they are, or substantially younger. There's no in between.
I've definitely told people how old I am.
I have doxed myself repeatedly for the past decade on something awful.
Guess
It is
my age.
so fucking funny how.
Yeah, guess my age.
You're 36.
23.
God damn it! Someone's signing my good fullback away.
That's younger than you, isn't it?
How old are you,
Any more guesses?
I'm gonna guess 26.
Uhu 29.
I'm saying
41.
25.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm 13 years old.
Oh my god.
Can
Right,
you
well,
imagine?
we're all going to jail.
I mean, that
sorry,
just
this
means
is a
that we were
minor,
getting
we
our
need to ban them
asses kicked
immediately.
like by a 9-year-old.
Could you imagine?
Well, thanks you.
No,
for
I'm
getting-
definitely 30.
9-year-olds know how to Google.
Thank you for getting me and Dr.
yeah.
Karmic and I kicked off Twitch because you're underage. And
Oh, no.
streams
Wait,
aren't
you're not
made for
allowed to
kids.
have underage
More like karmic band
players on Twitch?
I think it's one of those things where, like, if they can prove they have parental consent, it might be okay.
It's one of those ones where it's a
Can
legal
you prove that
concept.
you have
everybody
parental
ignores.
consent? Uhu?
For the record, I am 30.
30?
I'm gonna need a signed
Yeah.
note from your parents confirming that.
Yeah, I'll get my
Is
my
Uhu
fucking
younger
permission
than
slip.
me?
How are
That's-
you
that's
30?
fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I thought you were actually.
Why is
younger.
that fucked up?
Everybody's 30 once.
Yeah.
Trust
Yeah,
me on
why
this.
is it fucked up? What is
Fucked
the
up.
Not everyone gets the 30.
So at the
That's
very
a matter of
Most
perspective.
people don't get intensely sport pilled until their 30s.
It's still
Oh,
everyone was
what are
still
you
born 30
talking
years
about?
ago sometime.
I mean,
So
I was
you
I was
are-
an athlete growing up, so that's why I've always been sport filled.
Yeah.
That's a nonsense statement, Cecil. What,
Yeah,
what on
Cecil
earth
is-
are you talking about?
Cecil has said something.
I'm just doing that thing where I take my experience and I assume everyone has the same one, okay?
Oh, interesting. Cecil, I don't
Consider
speak
not
French, by the way.
doing
No one here speaks French. Do you understand that?
Ouais, un très petit peu. Je parlais la
Look,
français archéologique.
everyone understands French. You guys just pretend you don't.
Oh, but you know what's
a
really
weird,
fucked up? It's like
gaslighting.
you try to have like the proper accents or you the phonemes or whatever. But like in my experience, French girls seem to enjoy like British men with like their horrible, not even.
Oh yeah,
trying
like
to
no, look, if I were
pronounce
doing that, I'd be
properly.
using the Scottish accent, Jim. Trust me, it works.
Yeah.
But like no, it's literally just because I worked with a French team once, So all my exposure to that is a bunch of people from Avignon.
Wait, do you have a more
Yeah.
Scottish accent than your regular accent?
This is my international accent.
Yeah,
I speak like this so that you can fucking understand me.
Wait, what is normal?
This is broadcaster accent.
It's this. I can't. It's not like. It's, I talk differently when I was like on the phone to my parents or something. You know. It's
Yeah,
not
there's,
something like it's sort of code switch.
There've been a couple times
Yeah.
where you've gotten like
Yeah, you're like if I get annoyed at you, you'll hear.
Yeah. And like you had something about I can't remember who it was. I've been doing this since before your balls dropped, and I was like, oh my god, that is the most like the way that you said it in that accent was the most Scottish thing I had ever heard. And I've been in Scotland.
So yeah, it's like it's like you have to be able to do it because like like you phone up the government or something, and it's either an auto machine that only understands English, or it's somebody you don't want to sound too provincial to.
There was a sketch.
That's interesting.
It's really common. Like almost everybody does.
Makes
it to some
sense,
degree
though.
or
Yeah,
another.
it's
You know,
code
you've got like your way of speaking, and you've got the way of speaking you would speak to like generic American X, if you know what I
The
mean.
CEO.
Oh, yeah, and CEOs and shit as well. Like everybody does it. Code switching is really fun stuff.
Makes me think of this sketch where a bunch of Scotmen try to use a voice-activated elevator that was built in
The
England.
Burniston one, yeah.
I've got like
That's
6
Burniston.
versions of the French I speak, depending on who I'm talking to and what region of the fucking province they're from.
And like everybody's had that experience with voice activated shit. You know, if you've not got a widely Western common accent, you need to have a voice for talking to machines now.
Really helps that one of the most famous dictionaries in the United States was like written and published in my region and like in my hometown at one point. So,
No, yes, the northeastern supremacy.
hell yeah.
I think anybody on the prairies has got a good, easy accent that's very understandable.
You don't have an accent.
Honestly,
you imitate others.
Yeah.
You're an imitation of other accents.
That's all accents. Damn, owned.
Ouch.
That's true.
I will say
my favorite thing is people from Alberta who try to sound like they're from Texas.
What do you mean try?
Oh
It's
no,
just
is that a
cargo
thing?
cult.
I mean, they're literally the same thing, though.
It's a kind of cargo cult thing where they build their identity off being like Texas of Canada, and they realize it's not a thing to be proud of. That they're like they ignore that. We call them the Texas of Canada as an insult, and they're like, well, you know what? We're gonna do it too, and they say it that stupid ass way.
I love Cecil's Texan.
Did a fucking cowboy hat fall off a plane? Like, what?
No, because they got oil and stuff. They got
it has the same
oil
effect on
guns.
the whole.
That's it.
You know,
It's oil
breathing into
guns
it.
and being like full of money all of a sudden.
How
Oh,
are the
shit.
summers there? Is it
All
hot
right, we
as
got
fuck?
our transfer.
Yeah, it's pretty damn hot in the summer.
Okay. That is very Texas then.
It is like it's the same climate. It's just further north, so there's
It's
more
not the
snow.
same climate. That is not.
It's
that
not.
is not true.
There are no trees, so it's very cold.
Much like Canada and America, Alberta and Texas are identical.
It is.
Correct.
You have to go really
Yes.
far up for it to be like tundra. No one cares about the tundra, but like
No,
the south
it
of
doesn't have to be
Texas is just,
tundra
like,
to be a different
grassland.
climate, though. Like
This is grasses. It gets
it
really hot.
snows in Alberta all the time.
Yeah, it snows in fucking Texas.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't.
The thing you have
Sure.
to understand is that it has snowed in Texas like twice in
So
my
who's
lifetime.
got the concussion this week? Sorry.
The traveling concussion.
Slim very clearly has the concussion.
I didn't
We
want to
need
say
to
it.
stop laughing about this.
No,
Slim-
It's a
Slim-
very
all the time.
serious issue.
Slim got the concussion after jumping out of the seat too fast for a hot seat game.
Right. So I think I'm okay? Question mark. Like,
I mean,
what
you
do
have
think?
had longer to prep in terms of like bringing in young players. You probably already have some.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, I'm. Let me see here. Well, I'm not running that big a team, even having beefed it up a little for Europe.
Yeah, I had to leave one of the people who would not go and get themselves sold off of the Champions League roster. And if they bitch, I'm going to be like, well, I told you to leave.
Well, I tried to sell somebody right at the end of the window, and then it decided to continue despite me not being continued. So he's just going to be here.
I mean,
that's weird. You shouldn't have continued. I'm still here.
Oh, this is great. Leon Bailey will be able to play right at the start. Excited.
Alas, I must leave. Good luck with your soccer game.
Anyway,
I'm glad
Good
that you
day,
brought
go-getter.
Leon Bailey home. That's all I'm saying.
I'm looking at it right now. Lubbock, Texas. Average snowfall 7 inches.
Lubbock
We
is
successfully
pretty
infected
far from.
Oblit with accepting soccer.
Is it
Great
far
call.
from
Oh, no.
Texas? Is
Nah,
it
but
far
Texas
from
is
Texas?
huge. I just
Adrian?
wouldn't say that is typical Texas. It's like up in the fucking panhandle.
That's the ranch, Texas.
Yeah, okay. So the average snowfall in Calgary, which is
That's
not
the
even that far
oil
north,
Texas.
is 128.8 centimeters.
Yeah,
So
it
that's
snows in both
about
places.
50, 60 inches.
What the fuck?
It snows in both places. So that's the ranch part of Texas. Fucking Albertans aren't imitating East Texas. They're not imitating the fucking like Catskills, Texas. They're not imitating fucking like Mexican Texas. They're imitating ranch Texas.
Technically, it's all Mexican Texas.
Okay.
No,
Sorry,
the fucking
I'm
the
really
fucking valley,
confused by
baby,
this
is.
registration system. It's been so long, I don't know how to do it anymore.
What are you?
I need to
how do you use this
register
list?
at least 8 players trained by a club in Germany. That's apparently a hard requirement now. Like I can't
When
just
in
say,
No,
doubt-
you can also leave spots open.
I did leave spots open, and it was telling me that. And I've now managed to register 7 homegrown at nation players, but it's now grayed out because I think I've selected my maximum of 25. So I need to get rid of somebody to select somebody who I'm not going to use.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, right. No, I
Yes,
can see. Oh, right. Obvious issue here. I found the one who really shouldn't have been on the list. Right. We're okay.
When
I
in
think that
doubt,
means
leave out a kid. They're
Oh,
less
yeah, yeah.
prone.
Look to
It
see
turned out the
if
auto
the
list had put on that
U21
Maltese
tag,
Cougar.
they don't have to be registered.
Unless I'm needing them to make the minimum homegrown thing, is what I've just
No,
discovered.
No,
it's
because you can
not.
leave empty spots.
Yeah, it's equivalent to having them registered or not, because if you leave an empty slot, that counts toward your homegrown slots. It's like if you have 20 players, 21 players registered and only 4 homegrown at Nation, that still works. So registering someone who's homegrown at Nation, but otherwise wouldn't need to be registered, doesn't actually help you. It's equivalent.
Right. Okay. Whoops.
You probably need to leave off 1 or 2 players if you have a similar squad size to me and similar issue of lack of HGCs to me.
Well, we'll see. Next tick, we'll see who I've completely forgotten and has thrown a tantrum, despite me checking the list 3 times.
Because I only have 4 senior HGNs, so I have to leave 4 slots open, which means I had to leave 2 players out who I otherwise would have registered.
I actually have more homegrown players than I need now, which is a nice problem to have.
It's so tough, you guys.
No, I mean just after I had to deal with not having fucking any decent ones.
I mean, the real thing that was so tough was having to listen to that fucking Texas conversation, but...
Yeah, it was painful.
It's like listening to the Massachusetts conversation.
It's like listening to conversation.
Yeehaw, partner.
It was not as bad as the hot seat conversation.
The hot seat conversation hurt my
I'm
brain.
still fucking reeling from that.
I literally
don't
just
get it. I still
muted
don't get
the
No, I'm not
stream
going
during
back.
that
I won't
and
go back.
fucking started watching that, like, 70-year-old players
If you
playing
want to
through the
get it,
game
I'll
instead.
buy you Civilization 4 and I can show you how it works.
No.
Why do these people think they should have been registered?
I have Civ 4. I don't like it.
Wow.
I don't like Civ. It's kind of a shitty game.
What squad playing
Hey,
time
Jim,
does that
what did you
mean?
make of Old World? I saw you were playing a bit of that.
Oh,
I
right,
played the
because I lied and
tutorial.
told this guy he was a regular starter.
I've
Oh.
poked around with it.
Nice fucking job.
It's a nice Civ alternative, if that's what you're after. Because it's Civ-like, but no,
Yeah, Old World. I don't really understand what matters in Old World, really. Because I haven't even finished the tutorial. I'm on like 5.
Old World is
basically like the main victory is points victory, right?
Right.
You get.
I don't care
points.
about victories. I just want to care about like.
Well, yeah,
I
but
like
like you know,
be immersed or whatever.
Well, yeah. Well, the one I would recommend is Egypt then, because you'll win by building. You start with loads of stone, which basically means you can get your first pick of a wonder. Wonders all give you 2 points. Wonders also give you culture. The other thing that gives you most of your culture, or your points even, is the culture level of your cities. So it feeds into each other. You would just win by like building the dankest empire.
Okay.
I like how my Iker Bravo is on loan to Brest.
So
it's a perfect collision of my two strange parasocial obsessions.
You couldn't even name a Brest
Devious,
player at
did
this
you
point.
not look
I could.
up
I could name many.
Liechtenstein's economy, or are you just really
Try
bad
it.
at math?
No, I didn't even. Of course, it's way
I think
smaller
he was making a
because there's
joke.
like 40,000 Liechtensteiners.
I did scout the Liechtenstein youth team. I won't deny it.
The sign has a hidden bonus is whenever they do an away game, they come back with more people than they started with.
Look. The other week, I found a Luxembourgish Brazilian.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Oh, and I'm keeping an eye on that. You know, I mean, he's terrible. But what if he wasn't? You know, like he's got a Brazilian nickname and everything. It's fantastic.
All right, it is Cecil. We shouldn't have that much to do for the next week and a half.
Yeah, it's the international break.
We are free of having to worry about things as I try and figure out how I'm going to beat Hoffenheim for the first time.
I would like it if you
Okay,
didn't
I've
do
got
that.
a really great bounce back match to help me get over my streak of 3 straight losses. I just have to play against fucking Bayern Munich away.
Nah, they're shite. You'll be fine.
You got to give that one up. It's not happening.
In
Don't
fairness, I
waste the
did
team
beat
meeting.
Bayern Munich. I already popped my team meeting like a week ago.
Check.
Plus side is I did beat them away last season, so all I need to do is just completely FM the shit out of them again.
It's real.
Brought Leon Bailey home, baby.
What the? You talk about football in here?
Huh.
It's a bit. I think it's a bit.
Huh.
Cecil, are you sure? Or Slim, are you sure you don't have a concussion?
Vern, I don't think inability to follow your thought process is a symptom of concussion.
The computer might be wearing off.
Like Slim has been a bit loopy. You
I've been
just
right.
say weird shit.
I've been right. A hot seat doesn't make any sense.
No, I'm not going back. You
Texas,
can't make me go
snows.
there.
Please, server mute.
I swear to God, Jim.
I'll fight for my rights.
With what army?
But will you fight for your state's rights of Alberta?
I don't have states. Idiot. Check another mark for me.
Oof.
A check mark for me, idiot.
Please no.
Climbing up the table. You know the meteor that killed the dinosaurs was moving so fast that like it's like a blink of an eye, it's like a normal day, and then like 1 second later, like the Earth has exploded.
Yes.
I just think it's funny. It could happen to us at any moment, huh?
But this is why they've got deep observatories.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if like you just got obliterated, but like, who cares then at that point?
I mean, they've got a list, man. We're fine, honestly.
You
Like,
know, a
there's
lot
literally
of-
guys who like watch all this shit, and that's why every 6 months you get a thing in the paper going, "Oh, this rocket could hit
Yeah,
us."
but they always have
Don't they
this
actually,
margin
like-
of error. They're
Don't
like,
they
it
discover that we
shouldn't
were
hit
like?
us.
Wasn't there like a thing a couple months ago where we actually had a near miss incident that we didn't know about until like 3 weeks after it happened?
I mean,
that was
I don't know
clickbait.
about that, but if so, it was probably quite small.
I think it was
Like, you
clickbait.
know, this stuff is always, it's almost always clickbait as well. That's the truth of it. But like, a lot of the talk is generally like the big fucker that took out the dinosaurs. There's not much of them kicking around anymore. A lot of that stuff's been swept out. So the odds of it, something like that, are
Oh,
even
you're saying
lower.
in 300 million years, all the big asteroids are gone.
I'm
Very
saying that,
likely
yeah,
story.
I'm saying that it's significantly less. Yeah, the population has changed. You can see it with the comments as well.
Yeah,
Game
it's
of
like
Thrones.
They're
was
just saying, they're telling us
finally
that
happy.
300 million.
It's
They're
it's
telling us
a
that for 5 billion years there were so many
it's an
meteorites.
older universe. It's older.
Thank fucking God Trisoldi has finally fucking dropped his promise
I'm
to
just saying,
sail
we should maybe watch a
instead
video
of
after that.
renewing it 3 times in a fucking row.
My guy also did it. So maybe our players were linked somehow.
No, it's just
Coming
because
into
the
their
timing of
senses.
them is the same. They wait until the transfer window's
Oh,
closed.
I have a question for you, Oblit. You've been playing a lot of Terra Invicta, right? Has it happened that you've had one AI enemy just build like 1,000 low Earth orbit stations?
Well, you know, they are quite good.
Yeah, but it's,
The,
I
the
don't.
AI is the AI is noticeably more active now. It does stuff.
Okay, because well, there's like 30 fucking resistance satellites in orbit. I'm like, damn it, I'm humanity
Yeah.
first.
Well, you know, they're a really good thing to get. The
Yeah.
low
Wait,
orbit one, because of all
isn't
the bonuses.
isn't like all your primary resources come from stations once you get to station?
Well,
Mostly
like
outposts, but
Kind of, Elbrack.
with station stuff, it's like the stuff that's directly above the
Science.
Earth. Everything there, well, most of the things there get super bonuses that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah,
So
science
they're
and
like
bonuses.
they're the only limited real estate in the solar system, as far as I can tell. I literally have Marines whose job it is to just go and make sure I have a large proportion of those.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like
Because
you
they
basically
shine.
need Ceres if you're going to have a big water-using fleet.
Europa leagues.
That's what made me stop playing a while ago.
You
Is
didn't get
because
fucking Man U.
having to go place
Oh, is
some
there a Europa League
stations to
game?
make sure they
What
don't
you're saying?
switch.
They just
think there was
announced
the
what
draw.
fixtures we have.
Oh.
Yeah, there was the league phase draw, I believe.
Yes, I literally just got it last tick.
Oh, I just missed it. That's all.
I don't know if it was in there before, but now the council loyalty is a thing for impacting the ability of things to switch. So if your council are pretty loyal, the things you have are less likely to fall to purges and switches.
Yeah, they've tweaked a lot of stuff. It is noticeable. Since
Works a little bit better.
Oof. Okay, so my fixture list includes my own feeder team in Serbia.
What, conflict of interest?
Yeah, so yeah, but it's all right. They're gonna throw it. It'll be fine.
Hoffenheim can't
I'm
stop
also
rigging
playing
these
Rangers.
draws.
Also,
Hoffenheim can't stop rigging these draws.
How many fucking games do you play in this system?
You play
Jesus,
8 in the group stage.
it doesn't look like 8.
There's a bug. The news article will list like 3 times as many teams sometimes.
Okay, right, yeah, because that's what it's doing for me.
Yeah.
Wow, Roma's in the.
I can't believe Roma are top. Oh, wait, no. You know they are. Roma are top.
Going back to accent chat, I feel like we're missing. We need like a New York heavy accent.
Do we?
Someday.
Well,
I
we've
think it
got
would be
Verdant.
funny.
No, we got enough northeastern.
We have Verdant. The Verdant is the New Jersey accent.
Are they?
Those two places are the same.
I just wish
Yes,
that
they are. They are the same. They're
Rogue and
functionally the same.
Habeas would stop covering up their Boston accents.
Yeah, like I
sound
wouldn't think they
fucking
were from
Mark
Boston.
No, I
either.
speak perfect American.
Like if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have thought either of you were from Boston.
There's really only like a handful full of like fucking Southie people left.
Yeah, like not a. There's definitely is a Boston accent, but it's also not as widely distributed as.
And it's dying out.
And that,
Of course, because it sounds ridiculous.
Meanwhile, the New York accent is still pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Got to go to Long Island to get my coffee. Walking
Yeah,
in.
I need to hear that. That would make me. laugh.
Then all you need to do is hang out around with my extended family. They're all Bridge and Tunlin. They're all from Long Island.
All my extended
Whoa.
family, they talk like
Is
this.
that their accent? Just having smoker lung?
A little bit, yeah.
That's how I got mine.
I will say it's really weird hearing my dad talk to his family because he's from New Jersey, but now we live in North Carolina, and it goes crazy when he's actually talking to, other Yankees.
Lol.
My parents have, like, when I see them, they usually don't have their New York accent, but if they're around their, brothers and sisters, it comes roaring back.
can confirm I am still playing Rangers.
You are playing Rangers. That is.
And my
I
feeder
can't believe you.
I
You
don't
rated
have
this
a
draw.
Boston accent at all because it turns out Worcester actually has a specific accent, and I've lived next to or in it for my entire life. So, shockingly.
Yeah, you've got that central Massachusetts hill person. As opposed to us western Massachusetts Valley people.
I mean, I work out in Western Mass.
Yeah, I mean, like, your accent is basically very similar to mine.
Which of you said that?
I'm from.
Flip a coin.
Get him.
I'm from the great city of Cleveland, Ohio.
Karmic, you have a Cleveland accent. It's like crazy. I
Yeah.
can't really describe what it is, but like
Yeah, no, it's not describable, but it is in fact yes.
yeah.
No, the nice thing is I've finally fucking been able to re-sign Trisoldi now that he's not expecting some European club to drop 60 million pounds on him.
Like I do in fact speak Inland North.
I have to play AC Milan, Porto, Chelsea, and PSG in my Champions League phase. I get the feeling I might have been in pot 4.
This is your first year in Europe, right?
No, I've been in Europe every single
Oh,
year.
yeah, you're right. You did because you did some stuff.
Irvine says that Astana would be his preferred destination.
Oh, I'm playing them.
Is he accused of something?
He used to get out to the Central Plains.
I'm just checking.
He did seem very desperate to make me accept the transfer offer.
Can't believe it.
No, I'm not selling you one of my starting center backs outside the window, Saudi Arabia.
Come on.
Your transfer window's just closed. Great time to sell someone.
Yeah, here's a $25 million offer that's lowballing you. Luckily, he doesn't want to go to Al Ittihad. He wants to go to Frankfurt.
Oh, motherfucker.
Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and repost the
meme.
Repost the
I
image I made
fucking
last
hate
week.
this game system sometimes. I thought I was not continued. I was, and it just fucked me out of talking to a player about their concern. Why does it allow it to continue when you're doing a discussion with a player? It's the stupidest fucking system.
I don't know. Don't have really good pen takers.
No, I don't know anyone good at stealing pens. Why would you need pens that badly?
That is not understandable as a response for
I thought it was.
I thought it was right on the ball. A good point.
No, bad.
That's a fine point, Rogue.
Rogue.
If only we had some way of writing this down.
Sorry, I'll put a cap on it.
I am sick of this pen discussion.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for causing this to happen.
You're
I don't know. What did you think was going to happen?
Hey Visk.
Yep.
Are you keeping Casio Rodriguez around at your club for reasons?
At the moment, yes. Why are you interested in loaning him?
Just he looks He looks like an interesting figure that might be that I would I
Why are you
maybe
discussing
would
this the week
loan.
after the transfer window closed?
Yeah.
Love to do that.
Instead of waiting until the next time you will actually be able to learn.
Cecil and Llama. Well, they didn't hold it up, so who cares?
It's amusing though. It's great timing.
Have these?
You can do an emergency loan in this window, right?
Bundesliga
Right.
young players.
8.19.
Yep, that's pretty good.
I'm trending positive again. I'm at 7.63.
Oh, you beat me by a single hundredth. 7.62.
6.9, 6.63. Jeez, what's happening?
7.78.
Well, Cecil, most of your good players are probably on international duty right now.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, it's not actually a representative training sample this week. It's literally just the folk who are still here.
But still, those folk that are still here.
Or the young guys, or like the people who are just like from really good countries. Like Joao Gomez is great for me. But I don't think he's ever
Also,
getting a Brazil Cup.
all of your Germans. Are
Yeah, or who are
Also
German
the
or
Germans,
Russian.
That is not true.
The Russians don't exist, of course. How could we forget?
Yes. I guess yes. Dirk Lemke is.
You don't have Russians on your team. You have Ukrainians.
Yeah, Dirk Lemke is gone until September 11th.
You have briefly embarrassed Ukrainians.
Can I just remind everybody that Oscar Gluck, my Israeli wonder kid, speaks both Russian and Ukrainian. And Belarusian.
Well, yeah, because it's the same
Yeah,
language.
he's really born in Russia, right? One of
He's
those
not with the
countries.
citizenship, but quite a lot of folk have come over to Israel from there from recently. Yeah, no, he was born in Israel.
And
Oh, that's weird. But...
very specific.
No, they're quite, the Russian and sort of Eastern folk have been coming
Yeah, I
in.
know that, but why would he have
They
all
also-
3 countries? Like, it doesn't make
Well,
sense.
he's not. He can't speak them fluently. He's just good in all of them.
Yeah, the thing to remember is
Does every Israeli player have that?
No, but there's definitely, I know those languages are still spoken in some communities in Israel, so it's not out of the question. That,
also those languages
Israeli
are
kids
pretty
will just
similar.
have some familiarity with it.
So like it's not like I'm pretty
Like,
sure if
it's
you speak
basically
Russian, you
Yiddish.
can already like understand a lot of Ukrainian.
Yeah, they are very closely interrelated. Honestly, I didn't even know there was a Belarusian language until now.
I think it's
I
even
literally just
more
knew it
closely
was-
related to Russian.
Just like Stalin wanted.
What was that about language being a dialect of an army?
Yeah, that's just dumb bullshit.
It's true. It's real.
Quebecois. The Quebec will declare independence from France someday.
A Declaration of Independence written in Quebecois French.
Yeah.
It's the same.
There is no response from the rest of the world because
How do you
nobody
say
can
Le
understand
French
what we're saying.
doors in French, Cecil?
The porte français? I don't know.
Le French doors.
No, you're thinking of a thing. That's a thing from New Brunswick, first of all.
Oh, okay, fine. I sent you that.
Shout Brunswick French.
You know what, Slim? You suck.
What?
Damn.
I don't want to be too mean, but I'm quite cross, so.
You've been meaner, Cecil. It's okay.
I know, but I just don't want to be an angry person.
Cecil,
shouts out to
we know you're
Schalke.
Catholic already. You don't have to
Cecil.
announce that you're quite cross.
I've got a counter offer for you. Fight.
Shouts out to Schalke, St. Pauli, and Bochum for having a match.
It's friendly.
I can respect that.
3 teams on the same pitch? That's interesting.
Yeah, I need to polish up a couple of guys who have shitty match fitness.
Imagine if they had a 3-way pitch.
Hey, Albright, just send them to play in your 2's division. Oh. I take it there have been no developments this year.
Nah, I think they're
Wait,
losing
could you
rep
possibly
too.
be talking about Bochum 2s, one of the most famous clubs in all of Europe?
It was at one point for a brief moment. I think they're like down to half maximum rep or something like that.
Why does Casio Rodriguez want to leave because he can't settle in? What the fuck?
Well, he's pissed off at you because you didn't register him for Europe, and when he does that, he starts getting pissed off about other things when he's already pissed off at you
No,
for
your
one thing.
reputation is still 7,500.
Yeah, the max is what, 10?
I assure you, Visk, I have a lot of experience in this from spending the entire transfer window dealing with all my players who were annoyed about the broken promise getting pissed off at me for every imaginable slight under the sun.
I'm just annoyed because he's like saying he's not settled in. I'm like, okay, would you like to have a leave of absence? And he's like, no, that will make it worse. I need to leave permanently.
He's
Like,
fucking
fuck
pissed
off.
off at you, so every issue that annoys
Yes,
him.
Rogue, thank you. I understand. I'm still saying it's stupid. Just like you do when like you encounter game mechanics that you think are stupid.
This one is substantially less stupid.
Oh my god.
I'm not interested in hearing which game mechanic is the stupidest.
MLS is the stupidest game mechanic.
You know what? Actually, that's
I agree with that.
Yeah, that wins.
Yeah, you only
I
didn't
granted
wanna
an
hear-
exception because it was
Well,
right.
what you only didn't want to hear it because you didn't think there was a correct answer, but there's a correct answer.
There is
Yeah,
actually a
Llama
correct answer.
saw
Glad we
that.
solved that one, everyone. Good work.
How come MLS doesn't have managers? It has head coaches.
America.
It's just an American thing.
That is
North-
not
North
just an American thing.
Oh, they do it in
Middlesbrough
Canada,
currently
too.
has a head
America,
coach instead of a manager.
Oh, weird.
So
oh no, it's spreading.
the thing is,
head coach rather than a
in
manager.
certain contexts, like in England, where this is happening in Middlesbrough, it has the connotation that the head coach is less involved in the transfer business than a manager would be. However, in the US respect, it doesn't necessarily imply that, it's just what we call them. So, that's why. But yeah, we specifically called Michael Carrick a head coach because the club was tired of having, Neil Warnock and Chris Wilder come in and agree to the transfer system we have and then start bitching about the transfer system that we had.
Ito is back. Verdant and Cecil.
Finland faced Andorra, which seems like deadly.
They should be fine.
So one of my center backs scored a hat trick on international duty, which would be more impressive if he wasn't doing it against Liechtenstein with Serbia. In a game that they won 10-0.
No, my boy didn't score any goals. I think that was his 14th cap as an 18-year-old.
Oh, I am mad. I am mad. Right, so as anybody might remember, my predecessor was Joachim Low in this job. He's now the Wales manager. And he's just given my Welsh guy a cap, and he's so happy about Joachim fucking Low, and not me for making him. By which I mean, I recently paid 35 million for him. For
This is psychotic possessiveness.
Yeah, yes. I just
completely normal possessiveness. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just don't understand why my predecessor was managing Wales.
Oh, Amrabat's going to Saudi Arabia. And also in Football Manager.
Damn.
I'm sad that FM will never have the ability to sell parts of your league's income to a player.
Lol.
Can you
That's
imagine?
because, that's because of
I'll
the
take 10%
fucked up
of
stuff
Bundesliga
with the
revenue.
MLS, where like international players are hired by the MLS, but like with allocated money for it's. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, you got to understand, MLS teams don't have contracts.
I don't have to
MLS,
understand
the league, has contracts.
Yeah. So the answer is it's possible because America is a fucked up hellscape of bad decisions.
Legally, MLS is effectively one entity that like loans its players out to its clubs. It's horrifying.
Can you imagine in future FMs having to negotiate how much of their likeness you're going to give a player? the right to?
Yeah, I just need a second. I have
At least we
thing.
don't have as much of the stupid like third-party ownership. That I feel like has been actually cracked down on in football.
Yeah.
Well, the open one, we keep hearing from, oh, it turns out that, this Brazilian kid was paying somebody under the table for dumb, crazy reasons.
Cthulhu is back, and also Caesartron.
So in my twos, I sent one of my centre backs down, and he scored a hat trick from corners.
Hell yeah.
I mean, against a
Heading
semi-pro
them?
team, but yeah.
Oh,
Three
So is
headed
that
goals from corners.
more or less impressive than scoring a hat trick of corners against Liechtenstein?
Unknown.
Gashed leg.
Oh man, my poor Liechtenstein only had a 5-9. And the thing is, that's against his parents' home. He's Serbian Liechtensteinian.
Yeah, he was probably the guy that Kovacevic was just heading over the whole game.
Canada played Somalia?
That's Saint
Canada.
Martin.
Oh, okay, all right. I was going to say that doesn't seem quite like the.
Is an island with 42,000 people on it.
Scored a goal against Canada.
Yeah, they did.
Who's Canada's keeper? It can't be Borjan anymore, can it?
Borjan?
Borjan? It's like a Serbian guy.
Borjan. Yeah, I'm gonna say Borjan.
Sounds pretty bourgeois.
Yeah. Oh, he is Serbian.
I'm sorry.
I don't know where he's actually
What?
from. I'm kidding.
He is Serbian. He played for Red Star before. I think he plays for Red Star. He just has
So you need to stop consulting your fiance for
My
bulk
wife.
opinions. Your wife for bulk opinions.
Yeah.
Her mom is Serbian. It's funny. Like the bonkers politics of that region is just nuts.
Man, I would just like to show off a screenshot of like the starting striker for Saint Martin.
What is it with the Saudi clubs trying to buy my players late?
Oh,
Look
sign
at that
them up.
finishing.
Sign them
Yeah,
up.
finishing 3.
Finishing's 13.
That
Or
is a
13,
much
rather.
better player than I expected St. Martin to have starting at striker for him, honestly.
Got
Wow.
all the pace 5, stamina 3.
Work rate.
Also,
14.
I should point out, Saint Martin is not an island. It's half of an island.
What's the other half?
The other half is part of France.
Yeah. Shouts out
Classic
to
Canadian
jumping.
behavior.
Shouts out to 6 foot tall jumping reach 10.
Also, their senior national team literally has 5 players on it.
That's 2 more than Liechtenstein has.
You know what? It's less than half of an island. The French part is bigger.
Oh, is Marco Friedel really bad in this one?
I don't think he's great.
Ooh, they have a
Right,
have a
he
center
seems
back who
okay.
could probably play in the Vanarama National. Maybe even League 2.
Oh damn.
None of my players are in the top 6 likely players for best players of the Champions League.
I can't
Check out
believe
this guy. Fucking star.
There's also
and
Cthulhu
of course.
Rogue.
Of course, it's this. I was gonna make a joke that the island, the French side, would be called Saint Martin, and the other, but no, it actually is.
Yes.
It's.
They don't disagree on the name of the island.
I like how they
Disagree on the
both have their own airport.
And the name of the island in English is just Saint Martin.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
It's the same
They
guy.
named it for Saint Martin.
It's the same fucking guy. Yeah.
No, one is Saint Martin of Tours, the other one is Saint Martin Porus.
Is there a
they're both named after
Saint? Is there a French Saint Martin?
Yes.
National team?
No, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Part of the French national team.
There are multiple Saint Martins in the Catholic Book of Saints, but you know, you don't really care about that.
They're named after Saint Martin of Tours.
Hey, Cecil, you'll get a kick out of this. Did I
get a kick out of it.
Did I ever tell you how I acquired my confirmation name?
Please tell me.
I had the big book of saints in my primary school.
Heck yeah.
So I literally just scrolled through the feast days till I found the one that was on my birthday.
Yeah.
And I picked that.
That's a legit move.
So I can't really say it or I will outright dox myself.
Yeah, like legitimately, also far more respectable.
It's okay.
Far more respectable
You should have
than my
seen the look
than my
on the
methodology.
bishop's face.
I'll bet it was one of those really cool saints that did things like injuring livestock,
And
using
was it-
curses.
This
Was
is a
it
matter of
Saint
perspective.
Guinevere?
I'm not telling you.
No.
I'm literally not telling you.
I know it was because the
Guinevere-
Catholic
we're
Church has
lying.
covered up the truth of Saint Guinevere.
That's not a real
Saint
saint.
Guinevere is
It's a
the
dog.
fucking dog.
This it's
Verdant,
not funny.
Verdant, really?
It actually is very
You
funny.
do that over and over again.
Listen,
It was suppressed like almost
I'm
immediately.
fucking tired, okay?
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, good. It was suppressed almost immediately.
So
Enough
Yeah.
time for the Inquisitor to show up. Be like, no, this is a cult to a dog. No.
Literally, also almost immediately being like hundreds of years, but yeah, sure.
Have you seen how slow the church moves to do things?
Well, that's true. I have an uncle who decided he wanted the coolest possible name for his confirmation name, and he went through the all of the saints, and he realized that he could pick Apollodorus. And
Hell yeah, man! Apollodorus of Damascus.
Yeah.
Like, wait, no, Apollodorus of Damascus was an architect. I'm thinking of a different one. Some of them have cool names because they didn't change their names.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I need to restart my football
Just,
manager.
Owned.
Actually, it might not have been. It might have been Apollonius.
Apollonius of Tyre, I think. Give me a second. Phone call.
I mean, he might be an upgrade over Derek Carr, to be honest.
Honestly,
I'm gonna get 22,000 in television money for my Europa League match.
If the
Big
Catholic
money
Church
for the
can
mega
turn
bastards in
Hypatia
Hawkeye.
into a saint, I don't see why a dog can't be a saint. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
would you
saying.
actually get a larger chunk of money, like an actual relevant one, at the end of your participation in it, based on how deep you went? I think you get it at the end of the year, but it's based on how deep you went. Like Visk got like 13 million pounds or something worth because he made it all the way to the final and won. I got
Good
like
bonus.
7.
Well, then I'd only be 10 million in debt. Krastev excited ahead of Guardiola instance reunion.
Oh no, Visk got like 10 and I got 3.5. I'm misremembering.
Nikola Zalewski beat England. He scored the only goal in Poland versus England.
Wow.
Benjamin Sheshko drew with the Netherlands.
More like England.
What happens if you're baptized but you're never confirmed?
How
would that happen?
Depends on the condition set, actually. Like baptism, the argument for confirmation is that it's confirming the thing you couldn't consent to meaningfully before, right? So if you never reach that point, you're fine.
So I never verified my email. Thank God.
Essentially, like you're fucked. You have, in fact,
Well, you actually
embraced
have
the
right up
devil
until
and all
you're
his henchman
dying.
works. Well, yes and no.
I don't think you can get baptized on your deathbed.
I mean, they did used to do that, like in the original Christianization of Europe, like the first
Isn't that
Christian
literally
Christian.
how the
A lot of them went for
Byzantines did it as
deathbed
well?
baptism, specifically on the argument you were cleansed.
No, no, oh, no, sorry. You can't get confirmed, can you?
Well, I mean,
It
you can
was
technically, you just need a
probably
sponsor.
bullshit.
You need a business day.
There was a story that was put out that Constantine got baptized on his deathbed. It's probably didn't actually happen.
I'm not talking about Constantine.
I was talking to Uhu, who
Yeah,
asked.
I mentioned it.
Jeff Yazzie. Anyone want Jeff Yazzie?
I like Jeff
Croatia-
Yazzie.
Croatia pissed off Stanisic. God damn it.
Cecil, do you want Jeff Yazzie?
None of my players got hurt on international duty. That puts me over the moon.
Too many of my players were already hurt for many of them to get hurt on international duty. It was actually very foresighted of them.
Oh, we're going up 7.81.
Eight.
7.99.
7.2.
7-7, which is actually better than it's usually been for my team.
Yeah, like remember, it's less about the number itself and more how it's differed from your own baseline, if you know what I mean. Because everybody, as it were, has different age distributions of players, and that's a huge impact.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is very fun watching my like 3 good, great young players consistently be like 9, and then
Yeah.
seeing like my 27-year-old Bundesliga 2 will never make it further guys like a 5-9 every week.
Yeah. That's all they got.
Just remember not to criticize them 3 weeks in a row or they get pissy at you.
I really need the morale.
Join the fucking club.
I think you've performed well in training lately.
I haven't quite reached the point where I'm also praising conduct. I'm saving that nitro boost for
Have
later.
you lost your first 5 games?
I haven't
Bro?
played.
I've lost my first 3 and I'm about to lose my 4th because I'm playing Munich away.
Cecil, if you're back. Jeff
So,
Yazzie.
yes, I've
who,
lost
what?
all of my league games so far. I've just played fewer than you.
What did you say, Slim?
Jeff Yazzie.
Sounds like you're joining my club, buddy.
Oh, is that a player?
Yeah, you like that? You like Jeff Yazzie?
I hope you kids are having fun in the pain dimension.
There's two
how's
Jeff
his name
Yazzies.
spelled?
Oh, all right. So it's Yazzie.
Yeah.
He's an American left back at Schalke.
By the way,
Oh,
Carmen,
cool.
I'm billing our game as Luka Ambrose versus Philip Krastev. Hope you don't mind.
I mean, you know
there
what?
are 2 Jeff
Sure. I will say that
I feel like that's got as much potential to backfire on me as anything else.
Also, I am planning on having Krastev. It's either Krastev or the Finnish kid who is going to be the guy I'm expecting to mark your friend and mine, Luka Ambrose.
Lambroche.
Oh, I have Champions League this week. Okay.
Yep, I got Europa League. If I lose to Maccabi Haifa at home, I'm going to chuck a monitor out the fucking window.
Hoffenheim chairperson looking to step aside.
Cool. Expectations, board, defeat, supporters, defeat.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, Al Ittihad is now throwing their money at Uhu's center back.
I'm expected to lose this match. I get it. I get why I'm.
Why is Colin in this division again?
Because they got relegated.
They got relegated. They got relegated.
Yeah, they got.
Well, the thing is, not only did they get relegated, they sold $40 million US worth of players, bought no one unless they did it on deadline day, and they're still kicking the shit. They're still probably the best team in the Bundesliga.
Oh, I think they're probably like close to mid-table.
They were in the Champions League last year.
They
guys.
made
like,
the Champions League.
With 40 million in sales, I think there's still like $25 million a year in salary over what I'm paying.
Them going down is incredible.
Very
were there any legacy tactics?
Incredible
in
for all
there?
of you in this in your fucking division. Now I have to play them in the Bundesliga too.
Just beat everyone else, fool.
I wish them a very HSV time in the two Liga. Which is to say, I hope they get fucking clowned for the better part of a decade.
Well, this sounds like a great 10 play 5 at the back.
It's never not a good
I
time
would
to
be
play
careful
5
to
at the back.
play 5 at the back. Like
Hashtag Chris Wilder.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you end up just basically ceding control outside of your own third, and you're just pressured the whole game until something breaks.
You just gotta start hitting long bombs, going for the goal. Or you're back near
I
yours.
honestly don't like an actual flat back 5 in this engine, if that's what you were talking about.
It's not flat, they're swing backs.
It's even then, but yeah, I mean, it's better than
3, 5, 2.
5,
3, 5, 2.
Just make sure to play a back 3 with 2 wide center backs, 2 defensive mids playing halfback, and a segundo volante.
I don't care what's going on so long as I've got 3 forwards.
Cecil John?
Yeah, I'm just working out my team. Not
I
working,
think
not in that
anybody-
sense, but just working on them.
I think anybody who refuses to play with every single position turned onto attack is a coward. And as the only person who has done that in competitive games in the save, I am calling all of you cowards.
I disagree. I probably did it.
Everybody on attack. This is long bombs.
No,
So
no,
good.
not really. I had passing set to short.
Oh, weird.
I mean, you can still have very direct formations with passing set to short. For example, mine. Pass into space is like an extremely, and like having AFs on attack makes you more direct.
Cecil.
Yeah, just working this out. I'm almost done.
I thought I was like futzing around with.
I've just realized
I was
No,
the
I'm not
second last
fucking around.
person.
15 minutes. I was wondering why
Hello,
everyone was ignoring me.
Cthulhu.
Do
Who's
not join
smashing-
Cthulhu.
I've been in the game for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's okay, your AI completely
Cecil,
fucking FM.
it cannot possibly take you.
I'm
this
done.
long.
The Miami.
Who's oh yeah, here we go.
He had to
Is there any
ask
way you're
Leon
ignoring me,
Bailey.
But I have my microphone and me mute.
Look, I had to meet Leon Bailey and be like,
Can
"Hi
you stop
there."
giving excuses and just not take
It's
5 minutes
processing.
every fucking time?
No, shut up.
What was the real answer?
Like, what do you want me to say? Like, what do you want me to
I
say?
want you to say, yes, I will stop taking 5 fucking
not gonna
minutes
say
to set
that.
up my
I'm
team
not
every
going to
time."
say it. That would be a
That is-
fucking lie.
That is not how you get
something, Rogue. Like,
Okay, well, it's not happening any other way.
I'm just
so-
going to remind everybody that this is a domain that is solely that of Jim, and thus nobody else needs to act on it. Thank you.
I'm surprised, like, my team doesn't like me.
I
I
know.
don't assume they'd like me because I come back.
They
You're not a
probably
club
don't even
legend.
know who you are at this point.
Yeah, are you a
Well,
club
most of the
legend?
team's the same. Like, big chunks of the same players.
There's no way he's a club legend from being there one season, even if he won the fucking league.
Wait, I'm waiting on Luan to win?
Yeah, my
When
dog
you
was
know how they
my dog
feel.
was giving me an
Oh my
indication that he
fucking
desperately
God.
need to go out. So
Oh,
he
no,
is.
no. It's all good. I'm just surprised, you know. I'm not used to waiting for people. I'm always the slow one.
Well, that's actually why I was like, okay, I have time to go toss him outside.
Club legend
And
because
it's
they
like,
used to go
Zuhu,
sneak
I might get back
smokes
into
in his office while he's away.
Oh my god, fucking why? All right, that answers that question. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna solve that.
I have players who.
I'm
Oh,
very
God,
confused as to why
Beto.
none of your guys stopped Booth.
Okay. That's a hell of a cross from Belio. That's why
That
Dortmund
answers
won
the
him.
question, but I still don't know how I can fucking solve for the fucking inability to do that. All right, sick, cool.
That was
Milan
a nasty
Duric
attack.
continues to be tall.
Do you score for? Does he actually score in the 2 Liga?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, well, I mean, in like 2 games playing for me, he has 2 goals. Like,
All right.
now I'm
guess he
playing
can
him as a
score.
target forward with, you know, a pair of wingbacks who cross pretty well for my league, but he
Come
can
on,
score
Raz.
down.
I took you out to dinner. Let me get this goal. Thank you.
Oh my god, why the fuck?
I couldn't get
Ugh!
Ryan Duric to do anything
Ah,
in the 1 Liga.
that is
That was
Honestly,
something.
even in the
happened
2
twice
Liga,
now.
Duric is somebody who's like, he's very specific. He needs a 2-striker system. He probably wants an attacking midfielder behind him. And even then, unless you've got good corner routines, he's still probably at most a 10-goal a season guy. He's just so slow.
Yeah, he's slow. I didn't have like good wingers in the 1 Liga when I had him, and so like he just did nothing. He couldn't like.
He's
he
that very
never got the
specific type
ball,
of player
couldn't
where
get it.
if a team isn't doing anything about him, he can run riot. Like a team
Bailey's
with like weak
fast.
centre backs, a team with small centre backs,
No.
he'll just do what he wants against him.
Bailey's fast as hell. Jeez.
This, I am fucking apoplectic about this. Everything that's happened in this fucking match thus far.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Boy.
Oh
Thank-
my
oh, okay.
god.
Well, good.
What a fucking shit touch. That could have been an easy cross.
I was like, it's going to be 3-0, and you're going to have done nothing for it.
We have been deadly on the counter, I will say.
I mean, you had 2 really good finishes, and my finishing hasn't been there, and that is the complete difference in this game.
What was that?
I am
Was
more
it
than
still going?
doubling you I am doubling you in XG now.
I think that was very lucky, Cecil.
I'm losing 2-0.
That was insane.
This is my rotated team as well.
It's so hard.
No, that's just him bragging. That's not sandbagging.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm making a halftime change comic, so I might be a minute.
This is... I don't know what to do with my team here. By all the numbers, they're performing fine. They've gotten beat on 2 headers.
I hit the woodwork. I fucking.
He's gotten very unlucky, I think.
This has been a nail biter. I mean, they're doing good though. I've never seen them behave
Thank
this way
God.
defensively.
That was a good goal.
Oh, come on.
The problem is Zaleski's gassed because he was just in
RIP.
was just in an international match.
Yeah, no, that's why I rotated my squad. Most of my team is gas from international play.
There we go.
And I got Juventus on Wednesday.
Juventus.
Yeah, I have Milan on the Wednesday game.
What the fuck? What? Why is that? Fucking hell.
We're back.
Oh, you're just fucking with me. That's why.
Yeah. I have a far post corner retain set off as well, so that was an off retain corner.
Dude, I bought a player that was like might have trouble adjusting to the league. He's been dog shit in every game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes players need like 6 months. Joe Gomez needed a whole season for me. Really,
Yeah,
to get
low
to-
adaptability score is a real problem.
Yeah, I think
he wanted to be star player. I think I'm just gonna.
I'm making
Golem
some
had
play him
2
as a star
shots for the
player.
entirety of the first half, so
Well
that's
played.
interesting.
3-0 win over Dusseldorf. It's been a shockingly good session for Heidenheim.
Unpaused.
Fuck. Jeez.
That was good.
One tie. with
Okay,
Union
thank
Berlin.
God.
Get fucked, Bayern.
See, I told you they were shite.
Oh, what was that,
Running.
Beto?
Yeah, Dorsaz! Oh, don't tell me he was offside. Give me
I think
this.
he's on. Yeah, he's on.
Yeah, he's on. Okay, good. Good. All right, Dorsaz. That's his
Almost
third
just
goal of the
scored
year.
his first goal for me, and it was hilarious.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Ito's gotten all injured too.
Lol. Blue
Stop
lock is
fucking
hell.
killing all my players, Ito.
Oh!
That was almost a disaster.
Well, I mean, I've been playing like the better team for most of the game. It's just my finishing hasn't been there. Well, this could be a problem. Yep. Is that kid 12?
He is young.
Well, that's very depressing.
I'm just making my 60-minute subs.
Come on, Habeas, I believe in you.
Golem's gonna get relegated again.
That would be
St.
very
Pauli did it. Woo!
Oh,
Shouts out to scoring in
Oh.
the 10th minute against a huge overdog and holding on for the win.
Mhm. Honestly, we probably could have scored a couple more.
I did
back,
score another,
baby.
but it was
They had
Ooh.
2 shots in the entirety of the first half.
Dirk Lemke scored against Bayern, and it was waved off by the referee merely because the person who passed it to him was like 6 yards offside. Like, come on.
John,
Oh,
what are you
Sheshko!
fucking doing?
Sheshko!
GG, Karmic. GG.
Oh shit. Pauline, oh, Muric is playing very well.
I knew after that wet slide tackle it was going to
Oh,
be dangerous.
go!
Coln's starting defensive midfielder is a 35-year-old who's out of contract, and they have 3 grayed out goalkeepers in their first team squad.
To be fair, Visk bought their best defensive midfielder like a week or two before the window ended.
And I bought one of their better
That's a
young
lot before that.
prospect DMs, but like, no, I think I see why Coln is struggling a little bit. Not having a goalie hurts.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll do it.
I think he's on.
I'd just like to point out the stats.
Oh, are you winning on XG? Are you winning on goals?
No. Did you see the score? No.
Just asking.
Jesus Christ.
You had injury there.
My big signing of the offseason, well, one of my big signings, Andre Onana, is on a 5.9. My best center back before I took him off was on a 6.2.
Though honestly, I feel like goalkeepers sometimes get fucked by the ratings because like defenders give up shots that they absolutely should not, and it like counts against the goalkeeper a lot.
I mean, partly, but there's also been a couple fairly easy headers that he just decided not to save. Is it on you?
Yeah, I'm making subs.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. This is a very
Oh, hey,
frustrating game.
Bayraktar scored for Munich.
Yeah.
The Bayraktar is struck.
That's weird. The game didn't sub a guy on. I just lost a sub.
That is a thing that happens, actually. I don't know what causes it, but multiple people have had it happen to them.
Oh, I keep Lindstrom on, and Baumgartner sits on the. Lovely.
You're kidding, he's offside. Fake calls.
Karmaseki being on the 7.8 also doesn't help.
Also, damn, your left back scored? That is not common. At least the way I have left back set up.
Wait, which left back?
Isn't Zalewski left back?
He can be.
Oh,
He's not playing it right now.
Okay.
Oh my God,
play
you
all the
bought
way
him
up
and
the
you're
side.
not playing him as a left back?
I
That's
just assumed
fucking
you were playing
disgusting.
him at left back because he's an insanely good one. And
He is an
it's so
insanely
much,
good left back. I play him
so
all up and
much
down.
easier to find good wingers than good left backs.
I have him like basically
Just so wasted
there as well. Oh, that'll pad the XG. I mean, after that last goal line scramble, at least your XG is up over 2 or at 2.
Yeah, I switched my formation so my XG will look better.
Paulino.
Stat padding formation.
The funny thing is, I'm not entirely convinced he's
Warner's
German.
having a good one.
Fuck, Baumgartner. Super sub.
Oh, is he good? Is Baumgartner good?
Oh, he's great. I like him.
Another great Oblit deal.
Oblit, I have never criticized your deals.
Just reminding everybody.
Oh yeah,
it's another great deal.
Onana has gotten himself back up to a 6.2.
What
Oh,
a
he's up to a
match.
6.3 now.
That was nuts.
I can't
Thank
believe
you,
the Mines are
Gulu,
getting
for the match.
relegated.
What do you mean that's an Oblit deal? He went on a free.
Yeah.
That's not a
Best
deal.
deal of all.
He let me.
You couldn't keep on him.
He let Baumgartner go to me. That's not nuts.
I've been trying to
He
shift him
didn't
for
want
years,
to
and it's just
sign
wanted him.
Baumgartner.
We can continue.
He's great as a Lindstrom replacement because
Another
Lindstrom broke
great
his spine
deal.
twice in a
Not a
year.
deal.
And it's forgot how to play.
It's time to continue.
My
On to the
team
next
doesn't like it that I said, hey, sometimes it just goes like that.
Well, yeah, because you out XG'd him, right?
Yeah, well, no, they didn't like it. They were like, no, it's bullshit. Why didn't you yell at us?
That was just.
Ah, that is very frustrating. I had every chance to fucking win that game. Uhu's devil magic is in full force.
I'm shocked to find that Uhu won a match where everything broke his way every time. Maybe I've climbed out of 15th. Let's see.
Maybe. 3 points would put you level with a bunch of teams.
That's weird. I got kicked out of the game.
You probably just crashed.
Works fine on my machine.
Yeah. Take a save.
We've got 2 minutes, Jim. We've got 2 minutes.
Oh well.
Actually, no, you're right.
Yeah, because it crashed.
Anybody else drop?
I'm still there.
I doubt it. FM usually doesn't claim more than one victim at once.
I am going to post the league tables as well because there'll be no more games in the remaining 90 seconds or so.
Oh, this is why I lost, because I have a former player on this team. The game will rig it against you.
Also, I'm still in 15th. I'm out.
Trastev suffers defeat against former club. Weird that that's how they bill it.
It's still very funny that the media's main media shade was talking.
Your mic is
Your
fucking
mic
up.
is,
Nice
yeah,
fireworks show there.
Is it?
It's totally fucked up.
Bernie, you
You're
have
still
a
fucked up.
you've had a bad wire or a bad connector for a while now.
It sounds like you're in the Crimean front.
It's not fixed.
How about
No.
Nope.
Look, we will tell you when it's done, right? If you hear nothing, it's because it's just more fumbling from what we can tell, all right? Because I can't
Alright,
hear this
if
every
we
5
can
seconds.
get another continue so we can.
Hello?
Yeah, hit continue, Verdant. Albrecht, Verdant.
Continue or be slain.
Yeah, it's a classic bad
Hello?
wire burden.
Okay, you sound normal.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Continue or be
Also,
slain.
note that for
Yeah,
people
too
who have
late.
shit to do next week, there will be a Europe game on Wednesday, so you will have a chance to do shit.
Yeah, there's not too much stuff to do now. I mean, all the transfer business.
Sure,
is
but
done.
people always find stuff to do.
That's true.
So-
Yeah, for example, Cecil could set his lineup for his next match.
It's already in my head.
All right. You
Write
can
it
also
down.
put it into the games that you don't have to redo it on the weekend.
Every time anything happens, a guy breaks a leg and another guy loses his left testicle. So
Yeah, that's why you need to just build it overall the week.
I do. It's just sometimes I'm further. Well, okay. A friend of mine called me. He's barely avoided prison just now, so he's kind of panicking. That
Yeah, I just use.
Well,
Okay, Cecil, that doesn't really explain all of the times.
Well, good playing with everybody. Have a good
Yep.
night.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Indeed.
I don't
Good
think.
footballs. Football.
Apparently, Cecil just has friends who escape prison before
No.
every single game we've ever played. It's
bro,
shocking.
bro. Okay.
I just don't think about it. I just quick pick, and quick pick again, and it works out kinda. I am a mid-table team.
I mean, I usually just do the quick pick thing and then change, adjust it, because what my ass man tells me is usually pretty close to what I actually want.
Yeah, I always do
I
another.
don't usually quick pick just because I hate having to slot the goalkeeper that they put on my bench out, but I just keep it built during the week and then I make like 1 or 2 adjustments, which takes 30 seconds, and then
Yeah, I mean sometimes I do that if it's like a game where I know I'm going to use a rotated lineup or whatever. But if I haven't already got it set up, I just do that.
Yeah, I kind of
And
wonder
then I
if
can switch out like 2 or 3 guys.
I wonder if
fine.
they added any interactions between Squad Planner and Quick Pick.
Well, you can set a best 11.
That's true.
And then choose it. I've never really done it because I've never really felt like it was worth it, but some people do like it, I know.
I made my goalkeeper situation simple. I have one goalkeeper, no backup.
you have no backup at the entire club.
Yeah, because like I hired a backup and then I realized, oh, this guy was the guy I used to have, and he's gonna retire in 6 months after I hire him.
So, what's your plan if your goalkeeper gets injured?
Hope my goalkeeper doesn't get injured.
You know you can have like really cheap backup goalkeepers, right? Like
Yeah, I just have like that's probably what I'll do during that Wednesday game is go through and find someone.
you should go sign someone on a free. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be someone okay available.
and you can just have them play on your twos. So like,
Yeah, right
they'll
now on
stay
my
in bad shape.
twos, I got myself a 2-star goalkeeper who I think is 18 or something.
I mean, if he's 2 stars CA, he's probably a reasonable backup also. But I don't know. I usually like to have like a senior player who would like I wouldn't be completely embarrassed to have in net as a backup just in case my goalkeeper goes out for a month or something.
Yeah, I want to do that. I just had trouble with like finding a guy who's okay with just being a backup and who
I
has
actually ended up
decent.
moving my original starter to a backup, and he agreed to sign a contract for a bunch of years as a backup at like moderate wages, which was nice.
Another thing that messed me up is I hired 2 goalkeepers once that were the same age. And I'm like, one of you guys has to be backup, and like, nah, dog.
Do the platoon system. Just whoever's doing well gets to start.
It's true, and they don't lose like sharpness at all. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye bye.
Yeah.